Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Non-Standard Action. We missed you all. We hope you missed us last week when we were halfway gone. We played some. What did we play last week? Did we play Deep Rock or did we play?
Galactic, yeah.
We did play Deep Rock Galactic last week.
I was gonna say I wasn't even here. I was all the way gone, and I knew that.
Well, there was a week that we played. Never mind.
No,
We've had so many team building exercises instead of games lately that my mind is in a blur.
D&D is a team building exercise.
It is. Joining me around the table this morning, we've got Leaf. I want to know, what was the last time Iris was crushed with disappointment?
Oh man.
Yeah, you don't give us enough time to think about these.
No, I got this. This is my improv warm up for the morning. I don't know what you're talking about, Simon.
You don't give me enough time.
That just means
Go the other way around the table. Got it.
Get good, scrub. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll try, buddy.
Toxic report.
That's actually the best answer anyone could give to that. I think. I can't think of a better answer.
I have a lot of practice of people telling me to get good at HOTS.
Oh, all right. I think this has given me enough stall time. Yeah. What just probably the time they were passed over for promotion to Marshal, the position they have now. They were really looking forward to it, and well, they make a point of not showing their excitement or getting their hopes up. They nonetheless were just absolutely devastated when that SRO got the position before them.
How rude. Just terrible. Liz, what about Adelaide? When was the last time you felt crushing disappointment? Liz, you're muted. On Discord.
It's the double mute.
The dreaded double mute.
The dreaded double mute because we've got an unhappy kitten in the bathroom here who is making his displeasure known. I guess the last time that Adelaide felt crushing disappointment was when she was up for a mentorship, and she'd done all of the applications and so forth, and she thought that she was on the short list, and she got a very subpar mentor. And it was kind of like, I was really hoping for the Barathu who specialized in corporate mergers. Instead, I got a very nice Yosoki who nevertheless was mostly interested in criminal law. It turned out to work out all right. Criminal law did turn out to be something that she needed to know more about, but, well, you have this idea of what you want all built up, and then it doesn't happen.
Was the Barathu good at corporate mergers because the whole Barathu thing where they like...
That was actually...
that was intentional. That was actually genius.
Yes, I did that on purpose.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Tom, what about Ogden? I almost said Jacinto. This is how out of it I am, guys.
Yeah. It's been a while. Ogden, this was actually a pretty easy one. This is the first thing that my mind jumped to, and Ogden would probably agree. It's very recent, his greatest disappointment, or the last time that he felt disappointment, when he examined what was supposed to be a super secret priority object that he was supposed to return to the Vescarium, and found that it was another part of this weird conspiracy thing. That was, to say the least, very disappointing for Ogden.
Yeah.
And definitely a point in favor of Iris's paranoia that we aren't at all who we say we are, and what, like I'm not with Directive 9, and they're not with the Stewards, et cetera, et cetera.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I think Lasco's was a few years ago when he had like made the decision, partially motivated by Adelaide, to go legit with L21. One of his closest lieutenants, a Lushunta, who'd like been with him from the beginning, was like part of his original crew as he like rose through the ranks. Was like hiding some illegitimate dealings from Lasco in an attempt to sort of like isolate Lasco from them. But eventually, like Lasco found out about it and was like, "Look, I actually want to go legit instead of just giving the appearance of going legit." So we had to put him down to make an example to others, and Lasco hated it. He hated it.
Put him down?
Dog.
Yeah,
that's
in this case, I meant like
ominous.
turning him into the marshals.
Uh-huh. Sure.
It's not typically what put him down
no.
means. Oh, so we sent him off
Concrete
to
shoes.
the marshal's farm.
Send him off to pasture. Yeah.
No short walk out of an airlock.
Into a short walk into the waiting arms of the police, yes.
Uh-huh.
Hey guys,
Well,
sorry, have we covered the exciting character bits?
not yet. Do you want to start?
I
You guys
could.
got level,
Yeah.
Typically the person
you guys
that
got level
wants to
6
start.
last week. Leaf, what'd you pick up at level 6?
Goodness. I mean, I'm a soldier, so I didn't get a whole lot of interesting stuff, but I did remember that you do get your second theme perk at level 6.
You do.
Which is investigative savvy. You know how to cut through the red tape and use databases to follow up on clues, find potential suspects, and perform research related to enforcing the law. When sorting through such data, you can complete a task in a fraction of the time it would take most people. Takes you only 10 minutes to attempt a diplomacy check to gather information, provided you have access to an infosphere, which, if you'll remember, there's one in my brain.
Well, you still have to connect to an infosphere or have a
True.
downloaded data set.
I do have a downloaded data set, in fact, in my brain, if you'll remember the library chip that I had installed. So I will leave it at your discretion whether or not this... I do believe it was... we flavored it a Stewards data set library chip, so it kind of had...
Yeah, information about criminals
Yeah.
and cases and stuff like that.
Right, yeah, like a criminal database, but like, you know...
It's the
Not as-
FBI database, but in space.
There we go. FBI Space Database.
Spadabase.
I have a really bad reaction to that one, like how people have reactions to moist, Tom. I don't get it. Why did... Oh.
Sorry, I feel like sometimes we just vomit out these portmanteaus.
Well, there's no way you could have known. It's not all portmanteaus. It was just that one. Made my spine crawl. Ugh.
It makes me feel better. I wasn't very proud of that one.
Well, it feels like you should be the most proud of that one. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, no, interesting stuff.
Very nice, very nice. That'll come in handy. Liz, what about Adelaide? Pick anything good at level 6?
Kind of. So we get another spell. I get an improvement to compound sight, which just boosts a skill. Come back to me.
All right. Tom, what about Ogden?
Ogden, level 6 is level 6 isn't a terribly exciting level for the biohacker. Level 5 was much more exciting because I got my breakthrough in my toxicology field. Level 6, Ogden took a theorem. At level 4, he took an archetype espionage specialist, but that doesn't continue like that. He doesn't get another espionage archetype thing until level 9. So the theorem that I took was painful injections because Ogden wants to start carrying his weight a little more with dealing damage and stuff like that. This will let him be a little more reliable with damage, because it lets him add half of his wisdom modifier, which is 5, to his damage rolls. So
Nice.
with injection weapons specifically, if that wasn't
what you're going to use because you're a biohacker.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Are there any heavy injection weapons? Just like a
No.
syringe cannon?
No, and I wish there were so badly, because exactly right. It's like it's a torpedo
It'd be
launcher
terrifying.
with just a bunch of
Just a big
syringes sticking out of it. No, it's a bunch of little.
No.
It's a scatter shot.
Yeah, no, it's a fletchet launcher. Or a fletchet launcher, if you want to pronounce it.
Nope, shutting this down right now. No.
Ogden wouldn't use it anyway.
Cannon.
He's a pistol guy. He's a small arm guy, but it would be hysterical.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so basically, like Iris, Adelaide gets. It takes you only 10 minutes to attempt a diplomacy check to gather information as long as you have a connection to the local infosphere or a quick way to communicate with contacts. So, that.
Awesome.
Another one that's dependent on the infosphere. You guys have
Oh yeah, my
a very limited
Sorry.
infosphere right this second.
Mhm.
I'll make sure
Well,
to keep you guys in the
I-
loop about where you're at on infosphere status.
We shall do a good job of trying to
There's
remember as well.
Mine is probably less useful. Mine, as the biotechnician theme, gives me a 10% discount on biotech upgrades as long as I can contact my associates in the field of biotechnicians. So, which probably also requires infosphere in order to contact them, or at least a connection.
I
Or
will
that we
tell
be
you
on,
guys
like,
that
a big planet.
at the
Yeah,
end
exactly.
of this book, like do get to finally sort of get out of this endless seeming trap little
Rejoin
bit.
civilization.
and go back out into civilization. So
I believe
next
it when I
book,
see
Halfway
it.
through.
you'll get
Yeah.
civilization
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it's probably another trap.
You just expect me to trust you after all of this? I don't think so.
You guys are never going to trust me again. I see how it is. I've spent too much of this campaign gaslighting you. All
It's
my
true.
fault.
It's true. This is just the gaslighting campaign. We didn't
true.
talk about Lasco.
Yeah, look at Lasco again.
Not too much. So we got the hampering shot exploit. So for all those operatives out there, there is a correct choice at level 6, which is the bleeding shot exploit. However, just to mix things up, especially since this crew has been trying to leave a lot of people alive because they all seem to be mind controlled, I took hampering shot instead of bleeding shot, which seems likely to kill people. Hampering shot slows people down and prevents them from taking 5-foot standard step, 5-foot steps, guarded
5-foot
steps,
shifting guarded steps.
Guarded shifting steps.
Yes. So that seems to
That was almost the name of this show. By almost, I mean that
It
was one of the
was
options.
because for some reason guarded step just didn't stick in any of our brains. It was a 5-foot step for so long.
Mm.
Well, it's like named differently in each system, right? It's like it was a 5-foot step.
Because
In
everybody's got to be
Pathfinder.
different.
It's a shift.
Yeah.
That's just a step
It's a shift
in
in
Pathfinder,
4th ed.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our shift was from
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
5-foot guarding shifted step. Shifting
Yes.
step. 5-foot. Yeah. But we decided it was too long to be the name of the show. And so we did not name this show that. But we stayed with that
Nonsense.
theme. Yeah. It would have been too hiking long. And not specific.
Hmm.
And now we have NS agents, which is great. All right. Well, when last we left our intrepid investigators, they had gone through some debriefings, if you want to call them that, with Dr. Nodens, and there was definitely
turned
something
into
weird going on.
Interrogations.
Yeah. Interrogation's probably a better word. And their friend Conoco from the Void Crier of Pike's Puritans was pretty concerned for them. She likes our investigators because they didn't kill any of her comrades when they were mind controlled. So she thinks they're pretty good folks. And
being a murder hobo does not always pay off.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Especially in this AP.
So be a non-lethal hobo, everyone.
True.
Non-lethal hobo.
Non-lethal hobos are the way to go. That's if anything, society, Starfinder Society, and this AP have taught me. It is that you always want to have a non-lethal option.
You guys are still hobos, though. You don't have a home. Very well.
Maybe we are hobos. Maybe we're just 4 hobos they picked up off the side of the road. Put into this simulation.
Iris is going to have
memories.
Iris is going to have a full mental breakdown.
Oh no.
I need a tech.
They conspired with Conoco and came up with a plan to break out of Tarkala's base. Because they don't really know what's going on, but they know they don't like being trapped here. So the Perytons caused a distraction out in the hangar. They broke into the restricted area and started knocking out stewards.
Thank you.
And they've made it to the, what is the name of this place?
A20.
Yeah,
21 is where Adelaide is.
Adelaide cast a spell that let her shift into the security station past the locked door. And then the head of the base, Inspector Joxherd, stepped out of his office wielding a rather mean-looking stun staff and getting ready to smack her in the face. And that is where we wrapped last week.
2 weeks ago. And even with
2 weeks ago.
With 2 weeks to plan what she's going to do, I have no idea. I don't know what to do.
Well,
I'm scared.
Luckily,
I tell you, this
there
was
are 2 turns before hers.
It was a very clever plan until this happened.
Yes. So now Adelaide is on the other side of locked door from the rest of the party, facing down the boss of this chapter.
Do you have another one?
Are you guys
of
ready?
those? Well, the combat music is playing.
Do you
so
have
we must
another
be
one
ready.
of those spells?
No objection.
Looks.
Iris, you are up first, as we left off in the middle of combat.
Yeah, sure is Iris's turn.
Is there like a panel next to the door?
That is a transparent aluminum window.
So there's no door.
There is. The door is right in front of you right now.
Oh, got it.
The door is, however, biometrically locked, which is why Adelaide couldn't escape when she zipped in. Well, when she teleported in.
I'll remind you, you guys did outsmart these biometric locks once before, and you have unconscious reptoids. I mean, stewards.
You gotta stop doing that.
Knocked out last time.
Iris grabs one of them and drags them over to the door and smashes their face into the optics reader.
All right, that is your whole turn, but the
That is my
door
whole turn.
pops open. Inside, Joxherd is going to smack Adelaide twice. Ooh. I am assuming a 23 hits your EAC. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. I really am. The first hit does 20 electric damage, and the second does 14.
Oof.
Ooh. Well, I mean, okay. All right. So that's 20 and 14. Okay.
But then it's your turn.
Yeah.
And there's an open door.
There's a door in the door.
The door pops open, and as you turn to see Iris, this inspector just smacks you twice with his stun staff.
That's rough, buddy. If I move, though, don't I
Yeah, that'll provoke.
trigger? Yeah, that'll provoke.
Yeah, if you leave a threatened space.
Yeah.
Better than getting full attack next turn, though.
Yeah,
It's true.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here's what she's gonna do. She's gonna cast Mirror Image, and then she's gonna flee.
That
Casting
also provokes.
She's got combat casting, so let's try this.
Okay.
Oh god. Was casting doing Starfinder? I forget.
Plus 2?
3 to AC. Oh, plus 3.
2. No.
As you go to
Okay,
cast, he's gonna attack. This is the first thing we need. That's gonna hit for.
It's a boss. It's a boss in Starfinder. Bosses in Starfinder always hit.
I have a regrets.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just 2 to AC. It's not going to make a difference.
Well then.
18 electric damage.
All right. Well,
Okay.
the end result is roughly the same. Now you can move away.
That also, you also lose the spell, right?
Yes.
But I think she's down.
Well, let's see. Hold on. I didn't want to do all the math right away because, see, so that's minus 20. Minus.
Second one was 14.
Yeah, I know. But see, now it's the.
Yeah, you're at -2.
Oh, -2.
Oh no!
Boop, boop.
I'm
Or
down.
0. Because you can't actually go into negatives, and we're in Starfinder.
Okay, I'm down. Life is hard.
Adelaide goes to cast a spell, and he smacks her again, knocking her to the floor unconscious.
Life is hard.
Ogden.
I mean, he would have attacked either way. The worst that happens.
No,
is
you
I
could have
long-
taken a 5-foot step.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
Live and learn.
5
Ogden.
minutes left, she would have had to, move a normal movement
Get
again.
through. Yeah. I don't know. This probably would have been a hard
Or
corner. It
like
would have been.
stepped into the corner.
Or just step into a corner and cast Mirror Image.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
can we try that? Can we say what did that? Or is it too late?
Yeah, I never know whether to interrupt you when you're doing something that's probably going to get you killed.
You know
You're
what?
not
Let's go.
dead.
I'm not dead.
Yeah.
Let's keep it
is.
moving.
It's
Yeah.
Ogden's turn.
Ogden
no
calls
parties
out.
no turns by committee.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ogden calls out. Lasco, Adelaide went down. Get in there and distract the Andrew, whatever his name is. And Ogden is going to shoot Adelaide and attempt. He's got 1 healing serum left in the chamber, so that's better than administering first aid. So I'm going to shoot you with a Mark II healing serum.
Okay.
There you go.
How much that be?
That be 3d8. I will roll it for you. Be good. 17 hit points back.
So you are
Okay.
conscious and prone, stable.
And Ogden moves over here to get a better angle at the boss for next turn. Or, the guy.
Got it. Last go.
It's my turn.
Lasco, hearing Ogden's update, nods and springs into action, hopping onto these metal, metal things that are sticking out of the wall and clambering up and over Iris. How do I do this?
That's a transparent aluminum window.
Oh yeah, I
No
can see
metal
all of this. I don't even need Ogden to tell me what's going on. And then appearing in the
Sorry.
square above the boss. Quick question. What is that status icon next to Lasco? The one.
I think that was your hacking.
Oh, hacking the door. And then
Yes.
we use the biometric. Okay. Well, I feel silly.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of that.
This is an office.
Oh, it's only 5 feet tall. Or
Why do I not have the ceilings on this? Yeah, it's probably only 7 or 8 feet tall.
Then I'll stop here.
It works the same. You provide flanking either way.
Yep.
You do.
I'm just trying to get out of the way. Lesko likes to get out of the way of syringe fire, but it's not always an option.
Sure. I appreciate it, but
Yeah. And then we will do a trick attack. I'll go with flat-footed, since he doesn't seem likely to do much stepping.
No, probably not.
Oh yeah.
Oh, holy wow! That is
that's
baby.
good stuff.
that is a trick and a
too.
crit.
Oh boy.
Or
Oh my
so
God.
that is
plus 13 plus an additional 3d8, which is 17, is 53 damage to that boss.
woof.
damn.
Subdual.
Hot.
I feel avenged.
Yeah. Wow, that's wild.
This is
Ow.
what happens when you hit my lawyer. Wham.
Ow. Do you want to use your other move action, I guess?
I do not.
All right.
yeah.
In that case,
I give it to her.
Iris.
Iris is going to seeing Adelaide go down, step in here and gosh, how many crits do we have saved up, guys?
Oh, goodness. Let's see. You have 1 nat 20, 1 reroll, and 1 +1 at the moment.
Cool.
If we don't want to respect the narrative, let's just blow another crit and call this fight a day.
Iris wants to avenge their friend.
Seriously, downloads next book.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, this guy smells like a boss. We're gonna just use that crit. With unarmed strike, unfortunately, Nick, because that did get a little boosty boost here at level 6 too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Put dice
Hold
on
on.
the table.
Okay. I need to make sure I'm doing this right though. I apologize because there's too much stuff and I thought I had it written down and it's not. So I'm a bad player. Just be
Oh no.
boy. Improved. Unarmed strike. Level. Yes. Perfect. Okay. There. Damage, and then damage again. Oh, we're just gonna roll 12s.
Rolls.
24.
24, and then of course, don't forget the critical effect knockdown. He is going to have to make a save or be knocked prone.
Well, hold on. You didn't crit.
I used
You
the
did.
crit.
Use the crit.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Let me mark that off. That crit came from Trippy.
Thank you, Trippy.
Thank you, Trippy, as always.
For doubling my damage output this turn.
He hits the wall. He slams his comm unit. And then from the floor, he tries to take out Lasko's legs with his stun staff in one last ditch effort. Get some damage in before he's dead. 31 to hit for 22 electric damage.
Yeah, okay.
That's mean.
It is mean.
You didn't have to do that, dude.
14.
Alarms start going off in the base.
Oh, now?
But we were being so sneaky until now.
Anybody with engineering recognizes this as a reactor meltdown alarm.
Oh, wow. This got
wrong.
placed for keeps.
How specific?
Adelaide.
Oh, that was us. Didn't we trigger that or no?
No. You were.
No.
Oh, that was our.
That was your secondary
It was a
objective.
distraction.
Yes, was to create a distraction with the reactor. But you found this first. You didn't check any of the other doors in the hallway. You came down here because there were guys down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we created a
Adelaide-
distraction anyways.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Adelaide gets up, dusts herself off, and will rummage in the boss's pockets.
Oh, I think he's still conscious.
Alive.
Oh, he's still conscious?
Yeah, alive.
He says, "Excuse
Just
me,
smacked
ma'am.
Lasco.
Those are my pockets."
Okay.
Self, didn't you learn anything
what are
in
you doing
preschool?
in there?
All right. Well, Adelaide will get up and move away, and that's, I think, her whole turn.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yes? No? Yeah. Yep.
Becca's move
Stand
to
up,
stand
5
up.
foot shift.
Yes.
Sound
All right.
in that case, Ogden.
Ogden moves over and attempts to inject this guy with his syringe stick.
Ooh.
I think technically this guy would get an attack of opportunity unless I were good at acrobatics, which, double checking, I'm not.
Oh yeah, you're moving. You're moving through a square.
For some reason, the biohacker
Um,
doesn't get acrobatics or athletics as class skills.
Does
Taken one yet this turn. Smacks Ogden in the kneecaps. 20 versus EAC for 21 electric damage.
Is that taking into account the fact that he gets a -4 penalty for being prone?
It is not.
Then my
16
EAC is 17.
You lucky duck.
how do you have?
That's the only
higher
reason I asked.
EAC?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
17.
right.
I don't know
You
why I
cannot
had
be
higher.
getting missed by bosses.
No, I remember why. It's because I listened to Simon and I still have my level 1 armor.
Oh no.
Well, I'm gonna stab this guy and put a Mark II medicinal into it to try and knock him out.
All right.
And here comes
Give
the
me a
roll. It's a 20 versus KAC for 8 plus 6, 14 points of damage, 6 of which is non-lethal.
Well, it bounces off his armor.
Oh no!
Remember, so there's 2 from him being flat-footed and 2 from flanking.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the bonuses. Because when he's prone, he takes he gives bonuses to
you're
melee
right.
attacks, and then flanking.
prone, so that's an 8.
In
Oh,
that
he's
case,
flat-footed. That's right.
Yeah, flat-footed, prone,
yeah,
and...
yeah. I
yeah.
take it back. You do indeed hit, and he
Woo.
is unconscious.
Woo!
Nice.
Woo!
All right, Ogden the finisher.
Ogden the finisher. Okay, so
That's
this
not
guy's
what they
down.
called him.
There is indeed an alarm going off.
All right, yeah, so I think you need to
Lasco
remind me...
gets a turn.
So can you remind me, like, what the plan was? Because it has been 2 weeks. So we were supposed to create a distraction, right? Isn't this alarm maybe a good thing?
Yes, but you also have to open the doors. And actually, the Peritons were creating the distraction.
Right.
But yes, the idea was to get them all to run to, or as many of them as possible, to run to the reactor.
Okay.
So
I see. And the alarm is probably
it's
coming from this office. So we need to get out of this office.
No, it's going to send him to the reactor.
The alarm is
Reactors.
going off everywhere.
Yeah, we needed to get into this room so that we could open the door to the
Right.
hangar.
Got
Or
it.
corporate.
Okay. So Lasco will rush over
But-
to the computer and try to find the hangar controls.
Yes, you can absolutely do that. This is. Let me find this computer.
Man, there's so many other rooms that I wish we could pillage.
It's going to take you 3 rounds, so go ahead and start a counter on that.
Can I make the check at the end of the third one?
You make the
Harris is
check
gonna
at the end of the third one.
Iris
Have
on
a
their
one
turn is going
count.
to step out into the hallway and just prepare a defense. I guess full defense.
Yes, but hold on, you're at the top of the round, and
I thought I was. Oh,
you've attracted
right.
a lot of attention.
I believe technically Lasco's now at the top of the round because way back when 2 weeks ago, I delayed until after he went. But
Oh, okay. Well, in that
Splitting hairs
case,
at this point.
yeah, it's true. Sorry, I'm trying to find all of these NPCs that have names.
You're good. I'll go back to where I was.
And like shift rotations and
And
very elaborate.
rotations
It sounds
and
like
Their
stuff. Yeah.
favorite food.
their grandmother's maiden name.
Yeah,
Their social
Exactly.
security numbers.
Don't forget how many children they have and who's married.
Very, very complicated. I tell you what.
How many children I am leaving without fathers.
Well,
We do all non-lethal.
you do.
Exactly. 0. That's why it's important. None without fathers.
What I'm confused about is why is the alarm going off? We didn't do a darn thing to the reactor.
Because he slammed it.
It's a reactor meltdown alarm.
It's unclear
So
why
that
he slammed it.
communist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did something mysterious.
It's like, that climactic part of the movie where the boss is going down, but he has something in his hand and he pulls it out and you see it says in big red letters just reactor control, and he presses the button and then it just starts flashing red, and that means bad things are going to happen.
All right. Let's see. So while Lasco is hacking, this one is going to move. Oh, hey. Now you'll see them. Token layer.
Type
Switch layers.
furiously.
Gets this far with their first move. Sees Iris through the door and is going to take a shot with this gun. Pulsar decoupler. Is that a long arm? I think it is. 28 to hit your EAC, Iris. Iris?
Yeah, yes, that hits. Hello?
10 fire damage.
5 fire damage. Ow.
I guess I should.
And then
still have the
Lasco
battle music up.
goes. And then Iris.
Runs
Is
up
that
to
my
the hallway.
second or my first?
Bash. No, that was your first.
Okay.
Yeah, that was your first round. I was adding all of these guys to the initiative.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize you were the top of the round. I thought you were the bottom.
Runs out and pow. I said pow.
Give me a pow.
Oh my god.
17 will hit.
Oh, okay. For max damage.
14
These aren't the
electric
boss.
damage. These are not the boss. After you, this one back here gets to go. We'll see if you get to see them, if they make it up to you. It's one move. That's 2 moves, and then they come to your lair. And then this one here does 1 move. Gets up behind their friend and is on your lair and takes a shot at Iris with all kinds of soft cover.
These are cool looking guys.
That's a miss.
Well, people.
This is all just art from mostly the core
Random.
rulebook, some from Pact Worlds.
I was gonna say
Rulebook tokens.
They did not all have art, yes. All right, this one, that's 1 move. That's 2 moves. Actually, I don't think he even wants 2 moves quite yet. He's gonna stay back here. And then do that. And so you guys don't see that one yet. This one. Oh god. That's 1 move. Comes to the token layer. Takes a
you wish I had a line weapon right now.
shot right Takes a shot at Iris. With some cover and misses. You woke them all up. You know, this is what happens.
We didn't press the alarm button.
Well, for a while.
Granted, we were going to, but we didn't.
They don't know that.
This one double moves up here and is now on your lair. And then it'll be Ogden's turn.
Goodness gracious. Grenades? Anybody? Anybody got grenades? I don't think I have grenades.
Oh,
Sticky
I've
bomb
got
grenades.
Sticky bomb grenades, hell yeah.
Yeah, those would be perfect.
That said, I don't have any of that, so Ogden is just
I have 2.
Double fist them.
I don't think there's anything that says you can't make a full attack with grenades.
Absolutely not. Although, remember, any penalty to attack applies to the DC.
The problem with throwing multiple grenades is that you have to draw them. It's a move action to draw a grenade.
Mm.
The other problem is that the DC drops by 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is already pretty bad. Ogden moves out here and probably provokes from this guy as he's going.
Oh, yes. That's one of these ones. But they're holding their long arm right now, so you're safe.
Oh, love it. So Ogden darts out behind Iris, squeezes up to the north. His eyes widen slightly as he sees just the parade of bad guys coming down the hallway, and is going to
So
shoot
many swords.
this woman to his west with his thing. We're going to just give her a basic inhibitor, which is the -1 to attacks, I think.
Okay.
Here goes, and of course this is double tap as soon as I can find it on my row of macros. That's only a 14 versus CAC.
That will miss.
Yeah, it probably should. Okay, that is Ogden's turn.
All right. We've got another double move up to the token layer. And one more. There.
It's Adelaide's time to shine.
And then
Yes!
it's Adelaide's turn.
Look at them all.
Oh man. And so the thing is that Adelaide has a spell for this. That spell is Infinite Worlds, level 2. You cause a hazard that deals damage each round equal to the level of the spell slot expended. I'm going to select piercing damage because I like that. And so it's a 10-foot radius. I'm going to focus it there, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to last for 6 rounds.
Does it have like a slowing effect?
No, unfortunately.
That's okay.
I mean, I could do a different one that is just makes it difficult terrain.
No, this is
But it
reasonable.
won't do
It'll be
damage.
hard for them to get out of that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
There's only
thing.
so many
'cause we're
spaces
right up
and
on the
a
front of
map.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you for just a moment catch a glimpse of Iris's mind. You see that they intend to throw a sticky grenade right there too.
Cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, yeah, delicious.
All right.
Infinite Worlds. And it's going to be, what she'll say for flavor text is, Hell of Needles. And just like spikes emerge from the floor, just like piercing up.
Oh yes, from the needle dimension.
Oh, God.
That's great. I still need a spell roll, please. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Very, very Rick and Morty.
All
Well,
right.
actually, Hill of Needles
This
is is one of the Japanese hells.
Oh,
All right. You have
Oh,
2 here.
Rude.
they've got hell figured out, I guess.
This has 6 rounds, so you can count it down. I'm going to make fortitude saves for all of these people. Okay, here we go. First one. The lady at the front. Fails. Your damage is not in here. How much damage?
Sorry, the damage equal to each to the level of the spell slot expended. It is only 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But it does last 6 rounds, and you got a lot of targets.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
This one here, because it's got the same stat block. This one's going to make it and take 1.
Oh, it's not a spell. It's
Dwarven
a
lady in the back.
feature, but it's like powered by a spell.
Mm-hmm.
This one also has a stat block, but I minimized it. There we go. So many stat blocks. So many. This lady fails. Takes 2. All right, now the other ones, the infiltrator ones. Fort saves. Oh, what was the other ones were obvious. What's the save?
Fort save DC 15.
15 makes. And this guy down here is gonna make it. And this guy at the end of the hallway is going to also make his save. And the one in the very back gonna make her save as well. Their save. I think that one's agendered. All right, very nice. Oh wait, the one in the back is not close enough. Did not even need a save. Never mind. No damage there. All right. In the front, drops the compliance ray. You know what? I think that's a pistol. This is a pistol whip. Ogden got off easy. I'm gonna try and pistol whip Iris twice.
Oh,
You guys haven't given these guys much chance to do anything cool. It's a 22 versus your KAC, Iris. Iris?
Yes, that'll hit.
5 bludgeoning damage.
Oh. I'm sorry. That's no bludgeoning damage.
Heck you. Heck?
It just kind of
heck you to heck.
it hits. It does. I imagine they just pistol whip Iris right in the face, and Iris just does the the Terminator thing. Their head just turns a little bit, and he looks back.
And then it's Lasco's turn. Do you want to keep hacking?
Lasco types furiously.
All right, move your counter to 2.
And furiously.
And furiously, yeah.
Iris.
We'll return the attacks in a 1-2 punch sort of way. Yes. All unarmed. Oops, all unarmed. 19 and a 21 to hit KAC for 14 and then 12 damage.
Those will hit. I gotta pile these windows.
Was not what I was going to do at all. Oh my god, why did I do that? I even told you guys what I was going to do.
All right. Minus 14.
Oh, right. Sticky bomb.
Minus
12.
Hang on by a thread. You got distracted by the pistol to the face.
Yeah. I accept it.
It's the heat
this is my fate.
moment.
Yep.
You're welcome for not having to roll another 6 saves.
Yes, please.
Oh god, that reminds me of the time in Dead Sons where we had an explosive blast and my Solarian explode on 15 bad guys that we had all clumped up.
This dwarf lady moves up with a hook sword in hand. 22 versus your KAC. Iris.
It's gonna hit because it's still wearing level 1 heavy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
it's
keep
21 slashing damage.
21. All right.
It's a lot more than 5.
21 plus 6. Because math is stupid. That was 15. I could have done that. I'm stupid.
this one from the back is gonna run up and take a shot at Ogden. Let's see what we get here. Come on, roll 20.
If they're
Give me good
entering,
numbers.
if they're
That
entering
is-
the effect for the first time, do they have to make a save?
I was just gonna do them all on Adelaide's turn. It didn't say upon entering in the description, and it's really far up now.
Yeah.
That's gonna miss. This one in the back that you can't see yet. It's gonna move up. Here. Token layer. And then Melt-A-Man. Melt-A-Man. Melt-A-Man can move 30 feet.
Oh, that's right, Melt-A-Man.
Melt-A-Man rolls up.
I don't know. Melt-A-Man. Oh no.
Melt-A-Man was one of the guys on the crew.
One move. And then Shez gives him another one. Up into Ogden's face. Melt-A-Man.
Where's Ches?
Shez is back here. He just appeared around the corner.
The Lashunta?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Mother Pronker. I liked Melt-A-Man.
And now he's trying to kill you. That's
Trying to
Shez's
melt
turn.
my man.
Am I having a stroke? I have no recollection of Melt-A-Man.
We
Melt-A-Man
briefly,
Shez's throne.
based off of a children's cartoon superhero, like RoboCop-esque thing.
Yes.
I don't remember it either.
It's funny. It's kind of ironic because we were introduced to them on the night where we all lost 24 hours watching space football.
Yes.
I remember that night. I don't remember Melt-A-Man.
Man.
Irrelevant.
What a tiny room to make a standoff in. This guy is gonna move in through their friend's square, getting up next to Iris, who will get an attack of opportunity.
Iris wishes he was a Solarian.
That'll hit.
Iris
14
does wish
damage.
they were a Solarian.
Right now,
14 damage.
Just in this round.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. And then attempt to pistol whip Iris.
Adelaide, can you change the fabric of reality for just a turn?
Miss. In
It's
what
needles
way
for a minute.
particular?
Back here, moves in. Ogden gets an attack of opportunity this time. Iris already used his. Has this one also.
Excellent. Because Ogden actually has a bayonet on his pistol, which I forgot about. So we're just going to
This one
stab
is
him.
upward.
We'll stab him with a Mark 1 sedative.
Okay.
Stab. 19
will
versus
hit.
CAC. For, a
7
whopping
damage.
1 plus 6, yes.
Meanwhile, they strike out at Iris. The 21 to hit for 17 slashing damage. And then it's Ogden's turn.
Okay.
Sure.
Just tallying all my stupid things I have in my pistol. Ogden. I'm so much better at shooting than I am at stabbing. Ogden, I guess, will stab
You can take a 5-foot step
this
back.
one.
But I guess that would
But
provide more
then-
space out of needles.
Yeah. We want to push him back into the needles. So Ogden stabs this person to the south with his syringe stick cum pistol.
Give me a stab.
Make it another Mark 1 sedative.
Hits.
Another minimum damage. Give me a 4 on this D4. Nope, that's another minimum damage. For
Does it again.
another 7 piercing.
Oh
So
no.
Yeah, but at least I'm hitting, I guess.
All right. So this one gonna move up to their friends and attempt to pistol whip Iris. Come on, roll 20. I know I have a lot of things on this board. 26 to to hit for 7 bludgeoning damage.
That one left a scuff on Iris's face.
A scuff! They are heartened by this.
Hooray, scuffs!
Allow me to dishearten them, literally.
Non-lethally.
Jolene here is going to take a shot at Ogden with soft cover, but that's a 24 versus your flat-footed AC for 17 points of non-lethal fire damage.
You wouldn't believe it. That's exactly how many stamina points I had left.
Oh no! Adelaide. This is your turn. I'm going to start rolling fortitude saves while you do this. So if I miss something, that is
Yay!
why.
All right. Adelaide takes her sticky bomb grenade out of her purse and lobs it. Trying to figure out what the circumference of this is. Not the circumference, the diameter.
It's the same as your spell last turn.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just put it in the same.
Yeah.
Level 1, and it's 2d4 rounds is how long it lasts for. And there's precedent for making people immobile in this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's roll that 2d4. So 4 rounds. Stickiness.
You want to roll a d20 first to make sure you don't miss.
Oh, right.
That will not miss.
17 plus... Yeah, great.
Yep.
This is also a 10-foot radius in the same space.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be reflex saves, which is 10 plus half the item level plus your dex mod.
My dex mod is 2.
The item level?
Save is 13.
13? Okay, well this one fails, so they're entangled, yes?
Yes.
It does say that they aren't immobile unless the strands are anchored to an immobile object, and I feel like the floor is an immobile object, but I don't know why it doesn't
The floor's
go
pretty
into
darn immobile.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I leave it up to you, Nick.
All right. Let me roll these. You guys are really loving the saves today.
Sorry.
Look, I mean, Adelaide was made for crowd
Fine.
control.
No, that's why these fights exist, so that you can practice your crowd control. Otherwise, why have crowd control?
Everything.
Well, you immobilized 3 of them. Well done.
Nice.
And this one, despite being immobilized, doesn't really care, is going to swing a sword at Iris twice.
Does he have a penalty from being entangled?
-2 to
That's
attack
your
rolls.
question. -2?
It is.
Got it. So
There are
that one's gonna miss.
a number of things
21
there are a number of
versus
things
your AOC
that will hit.
is 20 points of slashing damage, my friend. Let's
How many
go.
more can you take like that?
Last
more
go finishes
stamina
typing
left.
furiously.
Lasco, you are on the 3rd round. Give me a computers check.
Bloop. It's a good roll. I'll
That'll
take it.
do it.
Nice. That's a very good roll. That's about as good as it gets.
You are in. You make 4 initial discoveries. First, an alarm alerting base personnel via comms can be shut down or initiated here. Second, this computer has base schematics and is hardwired to control the module for the hangar doors. Also the garage doors, which can be activated by anyone with access to this terminal. Third, this computer has another terminal in Inspector Hurd's office. And so that terminal, and ostensibly anything connected to it, can be hacked from here. Fourth, you find the controls and recordings for the surveillance equipment in your rooms. The logs say Inspector Hurd has not yet decided to try any other means of surveillance. Oh wait, did you guys disable them? Or did you fail? You failed. There's a note that you were tampering with them.
Okay.
Where-
How much stuff can I do?
Right now, you've just discovered discovered this stuff. You've gotten in, and you're sort of perusing it. But I think it's fair to say you got to wait till next turn to actually hit any buttons. You do also identify a communication control module protected by a firewall attached to a planet-wide comm unit on this computer. So that would require another computer's check, which takes 30 rounds. But you could hit that hangar door button without too much trouble now.
Okay.
In the meantime,
At which point, Iris will yell out, "Let's go!" and like not even like trying to hide their concern at this point, and then go for full attack again. Against the been attacking this whole time. 20 and an 18 to hit.
oh yeah, that one's down.
EAC.
That one is
This guy
down.
here. All right. Did he go
Excellent.
down on the first one? Because if he was going to go down on the first one, that move's going to move. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you want to assign your other damage to a different one? The one to your south.
I was going to
You
switch it
perhaps
to,
knock out the
to
one
give it to
to
Blue,
your
who
north.
who I had. Oh, hold on though.
I am trapped here.
Yeah,
If we make a run for it.
Hit north, so we're not splitting the damage so much.
All right.
Yeah.
11 damage to the one to the north of you.
Well, I mean, we're all
Um,
trapped here. We're not making a run for it yet. Yes. Thank you.
It's true. This dwarf lady is gonna try and hit you twice with her sword. Sword to the face.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a 17 probably misses your KAC.
That just misses.
But a
It just
22 will
misses,
hit
yeah.
for 18 slashing damage.
Yes, it will.
Ouch.
Okay, for 12 slashing damage, I have taken 10 points of hit point damage, guys.
Just the worst. This one is going to move up here, slam the button on the door, and moves through it. Shez is going to, let's see, take a shot at Iris with his pistol.
Or Iris.
27 to hit for 8 cold damage. And then Melt-A-Man is going to
Ouch.
double slam. Ogden, you leave those women and children alone! 19 and an 18.
What? Yes, those both hit.
6 damage
Sounds
each
like
for a
he's
total of
mind
12.
controlled.
Meltman?
I'm sorry.
That was
I'm sorry, what was
catchphrase
that?
from the television show. 12 total damage.
Oh, okay.
Bludgeoning.
Oh, meta humor. Got it.
Melt the humor.
This one down here. Oh, not the sword. Pistol whip. This guy has a pistol whip on Iris. See if we can do it. Iris is having a bad day here.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, roll 20. Come on. Oh, but that is a miss. That is such a miss. This one to the north has a sword. And is going to attempt to smack Iris with it twice.
Ow.
With flanking from its buddy.
Oh
First
no.
one's a miss. The second one's going to hit for 15 slashing damage. Ogden.
Ouch.
Ogden surveys the area, has little hope in our current situation. Ogden will once again stab at this person to the south.
Okay.
This time we're going to use one of the Mark II sedatives. We're going to up the dose. 'Cause I believe I still have some of those left. And it's a 26. I keep rolling ones on 1d3. But that's better. So 12 points of damage, 6 of which is non-lethal.
Hanging on by a thread. Do you want your move action?
There's nowhere I can go. If I back up
you
this
can
hallway.
shift- yeah.
If you back up that hallway, I can.
Go on.
If you back up, I can do an overheat in that direction. It's a
Say no
cone
more.
attack.
I move. I take a guarded step back.
All right. This one here is immobilized, but that doesn't stop him from pistol whipping Iris.
Boo.
Well, I mean, Iris is right there. But he's being a very good tank. They're being a very good tank. 24 to hit for 8 bludgeoning. Oh, I take that back. 11 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
What's
I
that,
shouldn't
Lee?
have said that. And to be fair, they haven't really been doing much damage, and then that happened.
Yeah, they're not very good.
I mean,
Well-
they're doing all right. Look at our hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
feel very
death by
threatened
1,000
right now.
Yeah. This is right.
This
What do you
one,
mean, our hit points?
Dylan back here is
Look,
going
all of us
to
are deep in
shoot
hit
at
points, man.
Ogden. Nice. That's 15 is gonna miss.
Yes.
Adelaide.
Adelaide rummages in her purse, takes out her crystal of overheat, her spell gem,
Oh, yeah.
and while she steps up and then casts it in this direction here. It's a cone. Let's see. Oh, of course I haven't entered it in. No, why didn't I do that? Because I'm a jerk. Okay.
What's the name of the
Darn
spell?
it, past Liz.
Overheat. Here we are. So it is a 1 standard action, range 15 feet, area cone-shaped burst. Reflex save for half. Spell resistance, yes. The reflex save, I guess, would be against my caster level, which is...
Oh, it's a level 1 plus your charisma mod.
Okay, my charisma mod is 3. So...
14.
And then it's a 2d4. Sorry, 2d8.
Okay, roll it.
All right.
Pretty good damage.
roll.
So
That was pretty
8
good damage.
out that way. All right, goodbye,
More
overheat
saves.
gem. And then more needle saves.
So many saves.
Area of effect spellcasters, man.
Yeah, it's the bane of a GM's existence.
Sorry, man.
Especially when they're,
When they're all different.
they're all different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
really gave you
mean.
like a diverse cast here. I'd love to know backstories.
in
and
theory-
stuff, but
In theory, it's
Well,
really cool. In practice,
really
it's
are.
difficult to run.
Yeah, there's like 5 of them that are like different, and the rest of them have names but use the same stat blocks. Which of course meant that for each of them I have to make a separate character sheet because they have separate tokens, but I'm actually only using like 4 sheets at the moment. Lasco.
So Lasco, so it seems like from the computer functions you described, none of them would actually help us immediately with this fight, right?
Right.
And the fight is like looking pretty dire right now. So I think Lasco will regret time spent in the computer, and will rush out into the hallway to try to help.
You don't want to open the hangar door?
Would that
For
help
your
with the
friends?
fight? Like, we're about to die. Or
Not
can
with
I do
this
that for free?
fight, but the Perrytons could probably use your help too.
Okay. Can I do? Can I
Remember,
open
they're
it for
fighting
free, or will it
stewards in
take-
the hangar. No, you could hit
That's
that
true.
button real quick. I'll let you do it as a swift action.
Okay. Okay. So Lucas will slam the hangar door open button and then book it out of this room and provoke a million attacks of opportunity.
You're an operative. Do it.
Yeah. How tall is the ceiling in A20? Is it higher than in the office?
No, not really.
Inconvenient. I do have this thing that I picked up from my theme. Let me click it. Maybe it'll let me move above their heads. Yeah, while squeezing through or into a space that isn't as wide as space you can move at your normal speed, you're not considered entangled. So maybe I can use that to not end in one of those, in like above this guy, but still move past them.
I mean, you could, but even if the ceiling was like 10 feet high, you'd still provoke.
Oh yes, I'll deal with that.
But yes, you can move above their heads. Yeah, because then you can move through enemy spaces. Yeah.
Right. So, I will just do the acrobatics checks needed, which will be very high.
All right.
But I feel well.
So your first one is leaving Iris.
Rat me
You only
nimble,
need
rat me
two.
quick.
Yeah, this is totally gonna kill me. I don't know why I'm doing this. I only have 18 hit points.
Oh my god.
But yeah, the boss hit me
do
once.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah.
Should I be protecting Ogden? What was that?
It's only
Maybe-
two acrobatics
no.
checks.
Yeah, and then you and I can start. I don't know.
And you would,
It's
and you
just-
will end up right in front of Ogden. So
Wait, is that a good
nothing
thing? or a
ventured,
bad
nothing
thing?
gained.
I have more hit points than you, but I suggest that you do what you think is best, as we've deliberated enough.
Yeah, we have. All right, I'll make some acrobatics checks. I'm pretty good at those. Let's see if I'll regret them. You said 2 checks, Nick?
Yep, it's only two because it's one when you leave Iris's space, and one when you go over their head.
Okay.
And really, it's just that these two. That'll do it. Make one more.
2? I made 2.
Oh, you failed the first one,
Uh-oh.
but you make the second one.
Use a reroll.
Yeah,
you could
let's
use a reroll. You have
use a
one.
reroll on that first one.
Use that reroll.
This reroll is from Ghost.
Better.
Thanks, Gast.
20,
Ghost, if you're not here
25
right now.
will absolutely do it. You make it very acrobatically, like in Iris Square, up onto the wall and over the head of this this steward.
Dropping down into a spinning kick against the, I guess, southern steward.
Okay. Dead.
Unconscious.
Yeah, unconscious.
Okay.
It was very close though.
Oh.
If you do their entire hit points
Yeah, I hear you.
after 0, they're
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Massive damage.
That's called a
Iris.
chloroform overdose.
Iris is just gonna keep doing what they were doing.
Knocking out stewards left and right.
Same target. Oh my god, those are probably both misses.
Those are both misses indeed. You got to reroll from Trippy if you want to use it.
Not
Audience, we're not
particularly
doing so high.
nice.
Okay. In that case, this dwarf
Am I the
lady.
only one not hearing Leif?
I hear him.
You are indeed
I
the
will-
only one not hearing Leif.
All right. I'll be right back.
Oh no, our faces.
Well, Tom resets. The dwarf lady here takes 2 swings at Iris with the hook sword, or just one. that's fine too. Roll 20. One swing at Iris with the hook sword. 18 points of slashing damage. And then this android that stepped up here is going to take a shot, also at Iris, but with soft cover. That's gonna miss. Shez in the back here, taking a shot at Iris. And then giving his other action to Melt-A-Man. Ooh, that's 29 to hit for 10 points of cold damage.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Melt-A-Man is going to strike Lasco twice. Full round attack with a slam. Actually, nope. I still don't like that. The needles on the floor. No to the needles on the floor. Missing both times.
Woo! Ow.
This one here is a pistol whipper. I'm trying to pistol whip Iris. Iris of the 2 hit points. Oh gosh. Oh, roll 20. Why you hold me in suspense? That's only a 14 hit flat-footed KAC, which will probably miss. Right, Leaf?
Yeah, still misses.
14 definitely misses.
Cool. Ogden.
It was up in the air.
Alright.
It was flat-footed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been.
Ogden would like to guarded step over here if that's okay.
I'll allow it, but only because the situation is desperate.
Thank you. You are a kind and benevolent god. Ogden will then try and stab this one with a syringe stick because he's got flanking. We're going to add another Mark II medicinal because this is a tough fight.
It is indeed.
Hiya! 19 versus KAC.
Oh, that'll absolutely hit.
For another 14 points of piercing damage, 6 of which is non-lethal.
Ooh, that one's not looking good.
Okay.
It's his turn.
In hindsight,
He is going
we really
to attempt to pistol whip you right back, Ogden. It's an 18 hit flat-footed KAC.
An 18, you say? That will hit my flat-footed KAC.
12 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
This one in the back here is going to shoot Lasco.
Soft cover.
Cover from Melt-A-Man. But that is a 19 versus flat-footed EAC.
That's a hit.
For 7 non-lethal fire damage.
Oh, fire. That helps. Thermal capacitor absorbs a bit of it.
Nice. It's Adelaide's turn, which means you guys are no longer stuck. But they do need to make fortitude saves.
Okay. All right. So, do you guys need me to do damage, or do you guys need me to do crowd control?
Depends on what crowd control consists of here.
They need to die.
I mean, if you can make them stop taking actions.
I can fascinate.
Fascinating is
Does
interesting.
fascinate work for you?
Don't
That work?
remember.
What does Fascinate do in this system?
Oh, you had to ask.
Fascinate prevents them from taking actions, but it breaks if you're attacked.
If their allies are attacked or if they are attacked.
They are attacked.
That could be good.
Fascinated simply,
in the back.
You must pay attention to the fascinating effect and take a -4 penalty to skill checks made as reactions. That doesn't sound right.
It might be different in Pathfinder and Starfinder.
Darn.
Here it is.
Oh.
No, Nick is right. Nick is right.
You guys were
let me-
fascinated in the last book, remember?
Yeah. So here's fascinated.
Taking no actions, just like, oh.
But any obvious threat
Yeah.
ends the condition. You guys are a pretty obvious
I mean-
threat.
Yeah. Yeah, if we're an obvious
who
threat,
needs to
then
die?
just do damage.
Okay, who needs damage?
Well, such as someone drawing a weapon, casting a spell, or aiming a ranged weapon at you. What if we just, as soon as Adelaide casts that, we're all just, and we like,
Well, unless you can
Sidle off-
fascinate all
off
of them,
screen.
which seems unlikely.
I mean,
true.
I can fascinate within a 20-foot range, so that's going to hit everyone except Meltaman.
Yeah, but
out
they
here.
get a save.
Yeah, they do get a save.
The chance
Will
that
save.
everyone's gonna fail their save is very low.
yeah, that's true.
Low. Okay, so I can pierce two folks. Sorry, just one person with puncture veil. Who needs to take damage?
Who was it that I stabbed this person and it sounded like they weren't looking good.
Sorry,
this person being the one to my
okay.
west.
All right.
That's the only one I remember.
Okay. Adelaide's going to take a 5-foot step back while she pulls out a spell gem of puncture veil. And puncture veil. So that's going to be this.
Nice.
All right. That one is dead.
Coo.
Oh, good. That's another one down.
It turns back into a reptoid when it dies.
Hey.
All right, we're not doing. Oh, that does lethal damage. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely
Sorry.
does lethal damage.
Let's go.
Oh, I think this was a good discovery this time.
Lasco will be momentarily unsettled by the reptoid at his feet, but still being in dire danger, will attack this fine Meltaman right here.
Let those children go. Oh, poor Meltaman. 20 damage.
Yeah.
Poor
Yeah,
sweet
that's-
Meltaman.
And then
You want your
like,
move
take
action?
a 5-foot step. They'll just
Hallway would be
attack.
safer.
What was that?
I mean, the hallway is relatively safer.
Yeah, but then it'll just go against Ogden, right?
Yeah, probably.
Ogden doesn't really look any better than me, so yeah, I'll stay here.
All right, Iris.
Still attacking. We're gonna attack blue this time with 2 attacks.
You got it. Get him.
I don't know what else to do. 17 and 21 to hit for
That one is down.
27. Oh, yes. Eat it, nerd.
Excellent. Eat it,
On the
nerd.
second one. This dwarf lady is going to do what this dwarf lady does and try to hook sword Iris twice.
Oh.
Iris, go down! Probably. Iris is not going down! That's a 7 and a 14!
Nice.
This one who stepped back into the other room takes a shot at Iris through the door with some soft cover from Meltman. Let's see how this goes. 15 versus flat-footed EAC.
Damage.
16 non-lethal fire. You're down.
Oh wow.
I'm sure.
Yeah, down.
These guys are better at their trick attacks than you, Simon.
I know.
Well, it helps that
Shez
you're rolling
is
like
back
4 trick
here.
attacks in a round.
Yeah, they have a lot more chances to hit. Shez, seeing Iris go down, takes aim at Ogden. with a 20 to hit for 6 cold damage.
Stood.
Meltman gets full round attack.
Did that.
Attempts to slam Lasco twice. 19 versus your KAC.
Hit.
11 bludgeoning damage. Ogden.
Ogden.
Audience, these guys need help.
Iris is down. Yeah.
Down.
Iris is down. Should I shoot the dwarf or should I save Iris? If I shoot the dwarf, I get an attack of opportunity and I go down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you need to get Iris up.
Yeah.
If you can do it with no provoking.
Ogden. I can. Ogden reaches down, stabs Iris with the pistol, with the syringe on the end of the pistol, and attempts a medicine check to administer first aid, which I don't think can go wrong. Yeah, so Iris is back
wrong?
up. I guess then I will guarded step over here.
Into the needles.
Gosh, needles.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
You
Can I
could
guard
step
into
over Iris,
space?
probably.
Yeah, but then I'll still provoke.
You cannot. No, you can't end.
As a move
Well,
action,
Iris
I will
Well-
draw a healing serum.
Okay.
And I need to see what mark healing serum I have left, but that is my turn.
How
much did you heal
I
Iris
should start
for?
checking this.
I didn't heal Iris at all. I just stabilized them.
Stabilized. Got it. Jolyn back here is going to take a shot. Ogden. Appliance Ray. Come on, trick attack. Ooh, that's gonna hit for 7 non-lethal fire damage.
Ogden goes down, a healing serum tinking along ground.
And then a little bit of a move to there, just sort of to the edge of the hallway. Adelaide.
Adelaide, tell me about your healing serum inventory.
I don't have any.
Oh, why? Really? I thought we've handed those out.
I mean, I think I.
If you recall, we kind of take a lot of HP damage.
Yeah, you guys have
I
a
don't
lot of damage.
I see.
Yes, I think I used them all. Let me triple check. But I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing any. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. So, who is?
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
We're all scared, I think.
Okay. I got.
Should you have any items
I
that
see what a
can-
party wipe looks like.
I don't have anything that can. I can do damage. I can fascinate. Yeah. I'm a fascinate. Buy you some time.
Yeah, that's not a crazy idea.
Hold on,
I
did we
can
not
switch
establish
over-
that that's not going to work with us being there?
Well, as long as we don't take
No,
hostile
you're-
actions.
Yeah,
It's
and
possible that I can
rezzing
administer
you
some-
isn't hostile.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So, Song of the Cosmos. And oh god, I wish I could remember the first words to "Did It My Way." And now I stand.
All right, will saves
The
from
final
these guys.
curtain.
Going to succeed. This one's going to be fascinated.
And now the end
Oh,
is
no,
near.
that one's outside of the effect. Meltman is a robot.
And so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say
Like
it
I would let you guys
clear.
die.
I'll state my case, of which I'm
Hey.
certain.
Oh yeah.
Remember, as we know you know the song.
No. So the two that are
Reminded of.
inside,
Yes, yes.
the two that are inside made their saves.
Remember?
Would you like to use your move action? oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take out my spell gem of Oh, I already have that. I'll take out another spell gem of Puncture Veil.
Let's go.
Lasco will. Yeah, let's see here.
Or actually, no, sorry. Can I?
Does administering the serum provoke?
No, I think that's a Pathfinderism.
Okay.
And a nasty one at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does getting out the serum provoke?
No. No, drawing
Okay.
things doesn't provoke.
The issue is okay. Hold on. So Lasco will retreat, as that seems like a good opportunity to use a serum.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable choice. So we do an
You have a
acrobatic.
Starfinder backpack or something that lets you pull items as part of a move action?
No. I guess I thought I could do that. Okay. So if I can't do that, I will just draw it and administer it to Ogden.
Okay.
Where I am. So that is a. What do I have?
I'm sure it's a Mark II.
Yeah, I have a
These
Mark
guys-
1 and 2 Mark 2s, yeah. Mark 2s are what, 3d8?
Yeah.
Ooh, a good
Nice.
roll. 18 on Ogden.
All right, so Ogden has
Goodness.
18, stable, conscious, prone.
See his eyes
And then-
snap open.
And that was my move in standard, right?
That was technically a move and a full round action, but I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because giving it to someone else is a full
Yep,
round
nope,
action.
that makes sense.
Just
Yes.
trickle it down their throat and their feet.
Yeah, there's
to make-
a whole feat to make it a standard action. It's bonkers.
It's a very silly feat.
because technically they are not stabs. Technically they are drinks. Iris, you are stable, but unconscious and prone. Would you like to
Yes,
spend a resolve point to the resolve tank?
Spends
All right.
that resolve point
So
and
1 hit point.
gains back 1 hit point. Yes. Put that in the wrong spot. Whatever. It doesn't matter. They are going to
For the floor?
on the ground. They are going to activate their adaptive fighting to gain living ladder and attack this guy, this dwarf person thing. Lady. 24 to hit.
Hits?
Does it exceed their KAC by 5 or more?
It does.
All right. So as Iris reaches out and grabs them by the wrist, they kind of do this weird yank thing, and as they stand up, the dwarf falls prone, slamming
Nice.
their face to
Oh
the
my-
ground, taking however much damage that is. I can't read it though because the pronking roll 20 is making me want to fucking.
It's 14.
Thank
you
you.
did 14 damage, friend.
Thank you.
You did well.
I am going to
Also, that
lose
was
my
so
mind.
badass.
Yes.
Do they go
So
prone?
yeah,
do
Iris
you
just
prone
kind of
them? Oh,
pulls
Nice.
them down as they stand back up.
Nice.
Phenomenal.
Takes an action to stand back up on their turn. So they're not prone anymore, and then swings that sword at you. But only once. Oh, you're down again. That was a crit.
I see my roll now too.
Nice.
Oh no.
It was not
Was
enough
it-
to kill you on sight, but you are down
I was
again.
gonna say it's hard to do that at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to do. Well,
After level
now
1 and 2.
this one cannot
If
see you
it's-
from inside. They're gonna move back into the needles, which provokes from Lasco.
I do have
Hits.
flanking. Yeah. 10.
You don't have flanking in the square in front of you? How would you have
Yeah.
flanking?
Ogden.
Ogden is
unconscious.
Ogden's
he's
not
He
unconscious.
stabbed me.
Oh,
It hits either way.
Yeah.
it does.
And then takes a shot at Lasco, who just heckin' punched her.
That's a fair cop.
19 versus the AC.
Hits every time.
7 non-lethal damage.
What type?
Fire.
Woo!
Chez is gonna move
Thermal capacitor is really pulling its weight here.
down in this hallway to get a better shot at Lasco. With a 23 to hit for 9 cold damage.
Oh, thermal capacitor tries to pull its weight but fails, and Lasco drops.
Oh,
Guys.
no.
Guys,
I don't know what we're supposed to do here.
I'm really dumb. I would
What?
like to now direct your attention to my incredible ignorance.
Tell me more.
Oh, your nanites.
My fucking nanobots, guys.
Yeah.
Oh man, you
Trump.
forgot your nanobots.
It's all right. It's been 2 weeks. They can't hear us anymore.
And then Chez will move Meltaman down here, believing Ogden to still be down in the chaos. Ogden, you will get an attack of opportunity as Meltaman goes by.
I don't have natural weapons, and when I went unconscious, all of my weapons are gone.
This is a fair cop.
That's
it's your
true.
turn.
That means Lasco wasn't flanking.
Hey,
didn't
it's my
matter, you
turn. Ogden looks around at the 3 scattered weapons he has around him and tries to think. The pistol is the right choice. So he his tail curls around the pistol, and I don't know. I mean, am I going to stab a robot with a pronking syringe? Like, this is wild. Lasco is out. That's what I should do, probably. In fact, I would like to
He'll Lasco
use
right
sleight
back.
of hand. I would like to use sleight of hand to let them not know that I am stabbing Lasco, and it's going to be with my tail, so it's going to be extra sneaky. Can I do it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very sneaky.
Excellent. All right. Sleight of hand.
Pretty good.
24
Pretty good.
sleight of hand. And then I stab Lasco with the syringe pistol, stabilizing him.
All right.
And that's all I got.
Jellin here still thinks you all 3 are down. How convenient.
Shut the door, Adelaide!
Going to move over Iris's helpless form and attempt to pistol whip Adelaide.
Yikes.
Ogden does get an attack of opportunity if he wants it, but currently everyone thinks he's dead.
I think it's best for my health if I don't.
Yeah.
Especially since I'm prone and
That's a 21
melee attacks aren't great.
for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Okay.
And then on your turn, this area of effect goes off one last time. Roll these fort saves. And then that vanishes. All right, what do you want to do? It seems all of
That's a
your
good
friends
question.
are down.
Yeah, yep.
There is still, what's his name?
Surrender.
Drox in this corner. If you wanted to use his biometrics to open the door behind you. Or you could use your fancy jump away spell.
No, I cannot. I am out of that level of spell.
Drat.
Braticus. Saddest of Spartans.
Okay.
I did gift
So,
rerolls too.
huh?
I did
Thank
gift
you.
you guys a
I saw
couple of
that.
rerolls as well.
Well, thank you.
My unlimited stream points pool.
Okay. Adelaide's going to take a guarded step back.
That's
a wall.
Oh, that's a wall. Right.
That would be a neat
Actually,
trick.
there's no guarded steps. There's no available guarded steps anyway.
Could feign a
How-
surrender, giving us a chance to get up.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, let's do a bluff. Oh,
It's a very believable bluff, honestly.
yeah.
It is.
All right. I surrender. All of my colleagues are down. You wouldn't hit an unarmed woman, would you?
Is that it? Is that all you're gonna
No
do?
one ever
You're
says
gonna
that and
hold?
then doesn't get hit.
Okay,
roll me your
sorry.
bluff first up. If you're not actually
that's
surrendering.
a 28.
Okay. And then what do you want to do with your actions?
Ooh.
Anything?
I mean, like, I can't really cast a spell.
That would make the
Um,
surrender less convincing.
It would make it significantly less convincing. I'm honestly a little confused as to why you're asking what I could do with my action. What I would do with my action.
I'm asking if you want to do anything with your actions because you haven't used either of them yet.
You could
You
just
don't
say
have
nothing.
to.
Yeah, I know. It seems like a total waste of an opportunity. Okay, fine.
You could delay if you're not.
Yeah,
gonna use
delay.
either of
I'm going to
them.
delay and plan to cast.
You don't have to declare what
my-
you're going to do if you delay.
Yeah. Okay, I'll delay.
And then you can pop back in whenever you like. But if it gets back to your turn, then you lose it.
Thank you.
Lasco.
Spends resolve.
Spend a resolve to get 1 hit point. Okay. You have a turn now.
I love turns. But I have to stand up first. So I do that. And now I'm faced with difficulties.
Trick attack.
Huh?
Trick attack.
You can stand up and then you can.
Yeah, that
attack.
seems really dangerous. Lesko kind of wants.
Well, man.
Lesko kind of wants to do something tricky. Which is that this door is open, right?
Sure, it can still be open.
All right. Lesko dashes through the door.
Okay.
And then what happens?
It's a good question.
Well, that's
What does
two moves.
A23 look like?
E23 is what appears to be a training room. There's holographic projectors along the wall of this long rectangular chamber amid light-colored, slightly iridescent panels. A large control panel is set into the south wall next to the door.
Oh, but I can't close it. Do I have enough time to close it after me?
You are still not a
Ooh, but
Riptoid. You cannot open or close doors without a computer strike.
Got it. Okay.
Iris. Are you stable? I forget.
And that
You are now. I think is what I heard. You broke up a little bit.
Yeah.
I was not. I am now, and that was my whole turn.
All right. This dwarf still thinks you two are down. Adelaide is covered, but you just saw Yosoki run in the next room. So, Fear looks around, sees Lasco. Hook sword.
Should have moved further.
And you did, but then you moved back.
Yeah, I was trying to break line of sight. It was not worth it. I guess I thought they were.
But she
slightly slower than
misses.
that. Oh,
Nice.
what a treat!
14 is gonna miss. This one is going to back up their friend. Move up here. And pistol whip Adelaide. Try and knock her out.
Hey, I surrendered.
Yeah, so they're gonna knock you out and throw you in a cell.
Boo.
Do to people who surrender. But that's gonna miss.
Not very sporting.
Chez and Meltman. There's gonna be a loud crash from the direction of and an explosion from the hangar bay.
Right, we did open those doors.
And Chez and Meltman, Chez is gonna yell to the others, take them into custody, and he's going to run off with Meltman.
Nice.
Ogden.
Ogden does a really cool kip up, and he doesn't have the kip up feat, so it's going to cost him a move action, but he's going to do the kip up.
Okay.
Then he's going to shout and stab this person to the southeast.
Okay.
And we're going to make it the biohack, the second biohack, if it hits.
That's a hit.
7. Yes, 6 points of piercing damage, and they are sickened. That's 2 penalty to everything, basically.
Everything.
And that is my turn.
Awesome. And before
Nice.
her turn, because Ogden has backed me up, I'm going to cast Caustic Conversion on this other person here with my fancy glove.
All right, they
Caustic
are going to
Conversion.
Might you want
attack
to
of opportunity.
take you could at least take a guarded step over here
There's only
to
one?
avoid one attack of opportunity.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Sort of
You're in a tight situation right now. There's no way to avoid attacks of opportunity, but
Yeah.
you could mitigate.
Let's try it.
Desperate situation.
Desperate.
15 versus your KAC.
Ooh. That hits.
Ooh. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. But you have combat casting, which allows you to still cast it, right?
No,
it just gives
I think
2
combat
AC.
casting
Oh.
just.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait, it gives you a +2 to AC. Would that have made the difference on a 15?
It would have.
Then you don't take 8 points of bludgeoning
And-
damage.
That's way better.
Ooh.
And roll your spell.
That's yeah. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
Sadly, a 14 misses.
Misses.
Use a reroll. Use a reroll.
Reroll.
Actually, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong one.
Just shout it.
I lied. 14
Very
does
sorry.
it to
I
these
got
guys.
excited.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
10 damage to the one right in front of you, or the one behind him.
The one behind them. Because it's also a damage over time.
Okay. Acid.
Mm-hmm.
Right. In that case, on her turn, she's gonna attempt to pistol whip you again. And this time it's gonna hit for 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm out.
Last go.
And that was... Didn't she have a penalty to attacks and stuff because of sickened?
Sickened, yeah, but it's still only a it's still a 21. So.
Yeah.
All right, Lasco will try to knock out this person who's rudely following him. We're gonna use the hampering ability.
Okay.
What a time to fail my trick
That
attack.
won't quite do it. Do you want to re-roll your trick attack?
Yeah, let's
You got some
re-roll my
rerolls.
trick attack.
All right, this one's from Trippy. This is the one that she left you before she went away.
That's better.
That'll do it.
Unarmed. Ooh.
Hits. That one is down. Still got to move if you want it.
Yep, still gotta move. So when I come out here, who's still down? Ogden is up. Is Iris still unconscious? Or seemingly unconscious?
Yeah, Iris is still unconscious, but is stable at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, Lasco will move back here into the plain sight of the that like soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And then gosh, I'm not good at bluff.
Yell, "Hey, over here!" and like run off down the hallway.
Do the Han Solo.
Yeah, I pull up all according to plan and look straight at that soldier and run back. Hold on, let me count my movement out. 40 brings me back to here.
Sleep, I think you're
That's my
muted.
turn.
Spends a resolve to gain 1 hit point back, and will full attack the soldier.
From run.
Yep,
All right.
utilizing Living Ladder again because I get to hold on to that for a whole minute. So here's the first
cool.
attack.
And can you activate your nanites or?
Nope. Gotta take hit point
That's a good attack.
That one is down. Hits the floor hard.
Heck yeah.
I didn't even attack. There's my crit though.
Oh, I was looking at Lasco's. Same effect though. The crit
Oh
will
my
still do
God.
it. Yes.
Also, they probably get to stand up because that probably beat their KAC by 5.
Yeah, Iris stands up. No, Iris stands up either way. It's if I beat the KC by 5, I pull them back down as I stand up.
Yeah.
Oh, I
like,
see.
pull him down hard enough that the head hits the floor and cracks.
Yeah. Iris, I imagine it was more like Iris grabbed him by like the waist and like stood up and then kind of like I don't know, their muscles got overclocked by like the constant going down and like threw a little bit hard and they kind of just because it's double knockdown and I get to so that means I basically get to move them 5 feet. Iris throws them against the wall and they just kind of
Yep.
Times.
Yep. And then this one gets turned, takes 5 acid damage, goes down. Turns back into a rip.
Yay!
Ah.
Damage over time for the win.
You have cleared this area.
We decided to squish all the
Did it.
fights into one big fight.
That is the Nansa way.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I was gonna let you get away without fighting most of those reptoids until you took the boss down in 2 crits, and then I was like, all the reptoids.
We flew too close to the sun.
Really pulled an Icarus.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking the
You
boss.
had to make a
you
boss
guys
fight out of
pretty-
something, and you didn't have a boss, so...
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys just like pwned my boss. So
Yeah.
we had a boss fight of tiny little minions.
And man,
Yeah.
they add up.
They do.
Really
Yeah.
They really do. And they're all like CR3 and 4, so they add up fast.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how fast they would add up, which is, for all you GMs out there, why I made Shez leave. Because it was looking like my PCs might all die.
Oh, you're tearing aside the curtain. Leave it in place. Save this for
Put
the
the curtain
interviews
back.
at the end.
Telling the audience what I'm up to.
Yeah.
We'll just pretend that we're not here.
Fine.
La 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 la
You don't
la.
know what
I
I'm up
can't
to.
hear you.
I was going to say, as a fellow GM, I knew exactly what was happening as Shez was leaving.
We all
Yeah.
knew. It's just nice when it's unstated. It's
I
nice
made
when
an
we can like
explosion. There's a
immerse
perfectly good
ourselves.
story reason.
yeah
But yeah, no,
you-
there was a good story reason.
yeah.
Remember, Simon,
You
we
guys
do...
were totally under control, and there was an explosion in the hangar bay.
Yeah.
Like he had a very good reason for being like, okay, they have this under control. I'm gonna go deal with this.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
We should
So
probably
is
break.
it-
What's
Secured
on
this
these
area.
folks? Maybe a hefty number of delicious potions, serums, things.
I don't know what you mean
the
by
same stuff that was
hefty.
on the previous ones.
I'm sorry.
Oh, they just have
Definitely.
the same stuff that was on the previous ones.
Can you write that down so we can?
You guys have had it before.
We just don't
but I
remember
can
what
give
it is
to you
specifically.
again.
Yes.
And of course, I deleted all their tokens. So I think there were like 4 of those.
Oh, but
and
I assume that we don't have time to grab
3
the
of
armor, but the rest
these.
we can grab.
Um,
I don't even see this.
That armor is also literal garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
3 of that second set. Oh, that's right. I forgot. The
Looks identical to the
constables.
first set.
Yeah, the constables didn't get their gear updated. We had this problem last time. 'Cause I
Yeah, so I'm a
copied
little
the
surprised.
one
I'm looking at our
stat
I'm looking
block
at
to
our
make
loot
the
sheet,
other.
and I don't see any of that on here. Did we?
How about I count all of this up off air?
Okay. Yeah.
And
Let's
I'll
do
let
this
you
off air.
guys. I'll let you guys know. Because I'll
That
count
makes
it as you guys have defeated all of these. For the time being, though, you have a bunch of unconscious stewards, a couple of
Reptoids.
dead reptoids, and you have access to the computer in the command center.
Yeah. If we're continuing, Lesko will, turning around, see that his little ploy was unnecessary, and rush back into the computer room, and wordlessly start doing all the other things that were available, like downloading the logs, trying to get an eye on our allies, like what they're doing, whether they need help.
Adelaide will spend a resolve to stabilize, and then wait for someone to boost her up.
Pick her up.
Yeah, she needs to pick me up, I think, to get better, right?
Can't you just use resolve?
Yeah, you can spend resolve to get 1 hit point back after spending a resolve
Okay,
to
cool.
stabilize. So it basically, yeah. Ogden, it turns out, I was just checking to make sure, medicine, treat deadly wounds only takes 1 minute. So Ogden will start to work on Iris and Adelaide, feeling pretty good himself. And then if we have time,
I
Takes a minute.
Yeah,
per person.
actually, I have an idea. I'm not sure it'll work. If these transparent windows can be made opaque from this computer terminal, maybe it's feasible for us to like drag all these bodies inside and buy us a little extra time in case the patrols come back.
Didn't
Well,
we kill everybody?
We killed them all.
checking the
no, those are the other people who ran off.
checking the
Ran up, okay.
guys, checking the surveillance footage on this computer. You see the hangar and the guest quarters are in ruins. Bodies lay strewn about the floor. The Periton has been reduced to slag, and the Void Crier is gone.
Oh man. I feel really bad for those folks who apparently risked their lives to give us a whatchamacallit.
But
A distraction.
What the hell happened? Happened to
And
the
that-
ship? What happened to the Void Crier?
I mean, the Periton looks like it took damage from starship weapons, as did the guest quarters and that whole half of the base.
I see.
Yikes.
Okay.
So
I
that was
guess
not
we
part
should
of the
see
plan.
about not making it.
And
I guess we should see
With-
about. Oh, please continue.
with that, let's go to break. We'll be back at 15 after the hour. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the players all almost dying as much as I did. It was great fun to put them at the edge of their seats and make them think they might just die. When we left them, they were taking a well-earned breather. However, the alarms in Turcalis base are going off and warning that there are 2 hours until reactor meltdown. The Periton is slagged and the Void Crier is gone. At the moment, they have no way off the moon, but they do have the schematics of the base that include a garage and a med bay, which are probably their primary targets at the moment.
As far as we can tell, is the base basically empty now except for us? Like no other living
Yes.
people? Yeah.
Yes. All you see on the security footage is bodies.
Yikes.
All right. We should probably get to the mid bay first. Every one of us is had the fleam kicked out of us, so let's see what we can find there. I'll try and patch everybody up while we're there using their facilities.
Agreed.
Although I am, yeah, definitely, certainly, I don't feel quite chipper myself.
Ogden will put a support fort with his shoulder.
Yeah, where was the
do the classic
A12?
arm over the shoulder thing.
The med bay is A12.
A12. That's next to the room we were interrogated in.
Yep.
So limp down there.
Yeah, you guys can collect enough equipment to assemble an advanced med kit. And a desk drawer contains 20 doses of Tier 2 sedative, a dose of insanity mist in an inhaler, and a subdermal extractor.
Oh,
A subdermal extractor.
Ogden calmly dumps the Mark 1 sedatives that he's been lugging around in the toilet.
So there's no healing serums, just an advanced med kit for hit point damage.
5 Mark II healing serums.
Oh, thank you. We chugged them.
Excellent. No.
Four.
Hold on.
Four.
Let four.
4 Mark II healing serums. One
Okay,
for each
that's
of you.
Let Ogden administer some first aid. And by first aid, I mean deadly wounds. I will not administer deadly wounds to you. Let me just roll a medicine check. So, first for Iris. It's a 28, which beats the DC by 5 or more. So you get a total of 6 plus my wisdom modifier. You get 11 hit points back, Iris. And then to Lasco. You also get 11 hit points back. Adelaide, I'm going to use a reroll
Yes.
on that.
Okay.
Just because I feel like we have them.
This
And
one's from me.
hey,
Mhm.
thanks you. Adelaide, you also get 11 hit points back. And then do myself. I also get 11 hit points back. That took 4 minutes.
Nice.
It's one.
So efficient.
If you poke
Um,
your heads into the interrogation room, you find that there is a Mark III culinary synthesizer you can deal.
Nice. And we do.
Nice.
You might want that, considering.
And 300 UPBs.
Yeah, hold on. Entering all this stuff in.
You guys want to just sort of go around and check every room?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The medical facility doesn't have anything for us beyond
Beyond what
correct.
I gave you. Sort of working your way around, checking the reactor room. There are obviously all kinds of alarms going off, but you don't find anything useful. A16 there is indeed a warehouse with large access doors. You don't see anything right off the bat, but it looks like you could probably search through it. But most of the things in here are going to be too large to move. So if you don't want to take the time, that's totally understandable. It's up to you guys.
I'm assuming that somewhere in here, like maybe during the med bay, we took a 10-minute rest to get our stamina back.
Oh yeah, we presumed you guys did that before.
Okay.
But
Yes.
Okay.
you guys want to search the cargo here, or do you want to just move on?
We should search it.
I kind of want to search the cargo bay, but
Yeah.
how are we
We
doing
got
on
2
time?
hours.
It'll take 10 minutes. You have 2 hours
yeah,
until the reactor melts down. You're not really right now. You have time, but you might want to check other places first and then see if you still have time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll double back.
We have like a lot of rooms to search.
How about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still found a way out.
Across the hall is the garage you saw marked on your maps. There's a airlock door in this room and the 2 large roll-up doors that take up most of the eastern wall. Inside, you find a hover truck and 2 police cruisers, all painted blue and marked with Steward emblems. The western end of the garage is filled with rolling racks and tool cabinets.
Anything we can break into UPBs? Anything carry along?
The garage has enough tools to assemble 2 specialist engineering kits for working on vehicles and 1 for facilities maintenance. Assembling them will take about 20 minutes per kit, so that's an hour if you want to take those with you. There's also
Too long.
3 spools of 200-foot titanium alloy cable, 1 bulk each, and 1 spool of 50 feet of adamantine alloy cable.
We will take the cable.
How long does that take to grab?
You can just grab that.
However much time it takes to pick it up. It's 1 bulk each.
Yeah.
And what are they worth?
The truck has its ignition key in it and no security.
Fantastic.
However,
We're taking the truck.
the police cruisers, all which hover, have biometrics on them.
How long would it take? Could we hack the biometrics?
Iris
Disabling.
goes out into the hall and comes back with guys over his shoulder. Just
I mean, I guess it's kind of a moot question
you'd have
since
to
we have
sort
the
of
hover truck.
take them with you, but you also have the hover truck.
Yeah, screw it. Let's take the hover truck.
Yeah.
You would have to rework the sensor to accept you guys as new drivers for the cruisers.
Which would probably take some time.
Yeah, Alaska will say, this is all pointless. If we can't find a vessel to get off of this rock in 2 hours, it doesn't matter. And if whatever vessel we find can't fit a truck,
How big is the scope of
let's
this
keep moving.
explosion?
I'm very curious.
This base.
the base.
Base. And for Tom's edification, is the base the entirety of this asteroid, or are we on a larger moon?
Oh no, you're on a moon.
Okay. So we
There are
just need to get
various.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can
And
just
you did
walk
find
out?
a lead. You did find a lead earlier. On Foravir's computer.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry,
About
I
a place
totally
called
misunderstood.
Terrapin Station.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I totally misunderstood this. So like we're on a moon, right? So we could drive
Yeah.
to Terrapin Station.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So there isn't a dire need for a spaceship. Got it.
Yeah. So we have our hover truck. Okay. All right. Would you all
I'm
like
quite
to
curious what was.
go on?
I'm quite curious what was in the captain's quarters behind the office.
Yes, perhaps he would have more privileged information on what they were doing in this facility. Who they were.
The computer you
Might I
hacked into in the
suggest-
command center was wired to his computer. I will remind you.
Yes.
Okay, so it was not.
So
we
we
might
can
not
use
find.
that.
but I'm
anyone
curious
different.
Well,
I'm
we didn't
curious
look
what's
into
in
the log jam.
A25, the room.
Yes. Searching through those rooms should be a priority. Might I suggest we split up to increase our time allotment, if you will.
Sure. We've taken care of everybody in the facility. There should be no more surprises here.
Indeed. I'm going to go back and search the warehouse with my scanner, just so we can get that out of the way.
All right. Give me a perception check.
okay.
With your scanner.
All right.
It'll take you 10 minutes.
That's only an 18. I'd like to take another 10 minutes if that's allowed, or a reroll if we have one.
You do have one more reroll that I gave you guys if you want to use it.
Is it worth using a reroll on this room?
No.
No.
No, I don't think so either.
I mean, you can
Do
just
you
search
wanna-
for another 10 minutes.
I'll just search for
can.
another 10 minutes. I'm not going to spend any more than 20 minutes on this, though. 22 is marginally better.
Okay.
A 9 instead of a 5 roll.
Is that okay? That is with the +4.
Yep.
Yeah, you just find some mundane supplies.
During these 20 minutes, I guess Laska will dig into the computer that he was at before.
Yeah, there is still that firewall. If you want to make another computer's check.
Well, there's other stuff in
On
front of
that.
the firewall, right? There were like records.
Yeah, I told you all of that. There was an alarm that can be shut down or initiated. There are base schematics. It's hardwired to a control module for the hangar doors and the garage doors. And it has another terminal in Inspector Hurd's office that can be hacked from here. There's the surveillance recordings, and there is the firewall.
Yeah, so I guess we grab the surveillance recordings and any notes around it. Are there any interesting notes on them?
Just that you guys had been tampering with your surveillance equipment.
And does it? You said that his terminal is accessible from this one. Does that mean it's easier to get there from here instead of there, since I'm not even there yet?
Just that you can hack it from here or from there.
Okay,
It
then I'll
is
hack
behind
it from here.
that firewall.
Yeah, I'll try to hack through the firewall.
Okay, give me a computer check.
Actually, I'm a little
Actually,
bit
there's
concerned.
two. You can hack into through Hurd's firewall to get his records, and then there's a communication module behind another firewall. So which one do you want to hack first?
I guess the records first.
Okay.
I'm a little concerned that if you fail this, it might trigger the destruction of objects in the actual room itself. Is there a way that we can open these doors and then I can inspect
I
the room?
already made the roll. It seems like, yeah.
I mean, you can drag a Reptoid over there and open the door.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll grab the
Meanwhile-
Reptoid and. Okay.
Lasco has hacked the secure data module. Personnel records confirm that all stewards, their workers, and Orovere Pike are Reptoids. The Reptoid stewards recently replaced their previous mercenary team, some Knights of Galarian, with Pike's Peritons, then replaced Orovere with a Reptoid. Kaneko is on the conversion list, but records indicate she's still human. A report from Dr. Nodens contemptuously notes, Kaneko displays genuine compassion and a sense of justice that a replacement must train to replicate, lest a change in her demeanor be too drastic to go unnoticed in the short term. The module also contains records of communications sent to Reptoid Masters through Terrapin Station, as well as the location and nature of that Reptoid base.
Yikes.
There's a
They're
report
everywhere.
that suggests Turcalis' lack of connection to the draws makes it vulnerable. A few years ago, Reptoids began to infiltrate the base, and within 6 months, Reptoids replaced the monitoring team, murdering the actual stewards.
That's an issue.
Okay, but it's just a crazy coincidence that. Is there? Do they have any records about like the lab that was destroyed?
No, not here.
It just seemed it. Well, I guess I can say this in character. I'll like forward the records on and a summary of them to the rest of the team, whatever they're doing. And
no.
Yeah, it seems almost too much of a coincidence that we encounter 2 different species of imposters over the course of 3 days.
Indeed.
Yes. And why would they have been at the Grey base? Why were they on a mission? When were they replaced? Was it within the last 2 days?
Oh,
Was the mercenary team sent to us legitimate? Then they were replaced, or what?
no, these records are older than that.
They've been.
How-
Yeah, I'll clarify that they've been being replaced over the course of many years. So it's entirely plausible that the mission to the lab was done because of the Reptoids or whoever leads their
Indeed.
organization.
Reptoid.
How evil are Reptoids? Is all of this how nefarious? How like is this like over the top like mustache twirling villain type stuff or?
I mean, it's Reptoids in the
like
way
the-
you think of Reptoids, like Hillary Clinton is a Reptoid.
Do they say anything about what they're trying to do specifically?
No,
with
Hillary
these
Clinton's a
political
pedophile.
positions?
No, there's no specifics about what they're trying to do. There is a note. It's not in the secure data, but on Herd's computer itself, about a decision to seal the chapel due to an unnerving presence. Is the only thing. Other than that stuff in the
Well, that's
secure module.
fascinating.
That's really
Where's
interesting.
the chapel is? Which room?
A22.
I was actually wondering what that room was. Ogden could wander in there.
Well, maybe not a lab.
Yeah.
You know,
Let me come
I
with you.
will give you this. It doesn't mention it here, but poking in a little bit more, it appears that they suspected that their research station was a Grey station, and they wanted to know what the Greys were doing. They're sort of natural enemies, Greys and Reptoids.
Huh.
I see.
It's weird.
So they were not under the same.
What about
master.
Astrozoans?
Astrozoans were clearly working for the Greys.
Yeah.
Man, what
Right.
else? What else is there out there? Changelings?
trying to think. We have over 100 playable races in Starfinder. I don't think we have a straight up. I mean, Astrozoans are like changelings, but
it seems unlikely then that we will find any answers as to who we are or how we got to that lab here, because they don't know.
yes, it seems that they were trying to find out as well, for different reasons.
Meanwhile, Adelaide has stepped into the inspector's office, which is a square office, clearly for official steward business. There's a wide desk of dark blue wood in the east, behind which rises a single matching tall-backed chair with gold accents. A holographic terminal is set into the desk, which is otherwise clear. 2 chairs sit in front of the desk. A small round table with a few chairs provides a less formal meeting spot. Framed pictures dot the sky blue walls. Some are documents, such as diplomas, while others are pictures of starships from Verces or of Steward origin. A few display commendations and medals.
Nice. Adelaide isn't any good at perceptions, so she's just scouting ahead.
Yep,
Drags the reptoid a little bit.
And tries the next door.
Yeah.
Through that door, there's a living room with a glass table surrounded by 2 chairs and a couch upholstered with blue pleather. A bookcase holds memorabilia related to the stewards, and a reading chair stands alongside it. Over that is an animated digital painting of Verces. A blue ring that depicts the steward symbol ties the room together, its corner touching the tile floor of a tiny kitchenette in the northwest section of the room. You can find a Mark II culinary synthesizer and 250 UPBs there.
I grabbed the 250 UPBs.
That was in A24.
Yep.
Yes.
Through that secondary door is just a continuation of the same room. It's a bedroom. With a gold and silver holy symbol of the Modier. Inside the drawer of the bedside table. It's worth 250 credits. Yeah. And then it's just a bedroom. Lasco, Ogden, what are you doing while these guys are doing these things?
I guess Ogden will have been sweeping all of these like bedrooms, just seeing if there's like the living quarters, A19 through 18, it seems.
Yeah.
And A7. Weirdly.
7 are the bathrooms. 18 are the barracks. There's 8 beds in each with a desk, a chair, and a small wardrobe. In the center of each is a communal table with several chairs around it, and as well as a kitchenette unit. Most furnishings are Steward blue. Each kitchenette has a Mark II culinary synthesizer and 250 UPBs.
My God.
Okay.
How many were there total? Sorry.
There were 2 here, 1 in each kitchenette.
18 and 18.
Which makes 3 with the one from A24.
Yep.
The ones that are 19 are officer quarters. Each apartment is furnished to expensive tastes with nice partitions, a kitchenette, a bed, a desk, chairs, and divans, rugs, a dresser, and a wardrobe. Each one's decorated a little bit differently, but looting these rooms collectively turns up 350 credits, stylish clothing, fine delicacies and intoxicants, and expensive trinkets. Each room's kitchenette has a Mark II culinary synthesizer and 150 UPBs. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 5 of those.
So
dang.
8 of each of these sets.
350 credits, and then 5 more Mark II culinary synthesizers, and 5 sets of...
With a different total of UPBs.
A different... oh, God damn it. Okay.
150 times 5.
Yes.
750.
This is terrible.
Iris is still searching the cargo bay. Ogden's going to take some time to search all these rooms. Lasco, would you like to hack that communications module?
Yeah, sorry, I'm doing bookkeeping. Unless you want to give this to us in the end. This is a whole lot.
I can go through all this stuff and give it to you guys at the end.
Okay, should I delete everything I've written, or will you be able to figure out what stuff we've covered and what we haven't?
I'll deal with it after the game. It's not a big deal.
Okay. Then yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. I keep digging into the what's left. I can hack into the comm unit, right?
Yes, the secure communications module.
Yes. Hopefully, there's record of communications in here. Lucas. Computers. 21 is not a good roll.
No, it's not. You still have one more reroll if you want it.
Will it, like, lock me out if I fail it bad enough?
It will not.
Then I'll just try again.
Okay. Would you like to take 20?
Not 20, but if each trek is like 10 minutes, right? So,
I'm gonna search this warehouse again one more time.
It's the check is 3 rounds.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't.
Oh, if
Oh, 3 rounds is nothing, though.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just take 20. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that's 60 rounds, so that's 6 minutes.
So you take your time and get into this module. You find the base is under a signal directing dome of sorts, routing all communications inside Turcalis through these terminals. In turn, all communication for Turcalis base from or intended to reach off Barrows route through a comm station call sign Terrapin. This station captures all comms in the area for miles around, and it can jam signals or home in on them. Such a monitoring system is an extreme but not bizarre security measure. These stewards must hope to capture most communications in the area. Terrapin Station is also marked as an emergency fallback point for stewards, and survey data shows its location. You also find the stewards recently detected someone monitoring their narrow beam broadcasts to Terrapin Station. And there is a point marked on the map for that as well.
Okay. So we made various phones home while we were here, right? I assume that this is record that none of them actually went home.
Yeah, none of them went anywhere. Well, yeah, they stopped right here.
Can we turn this off?
It'll turn off when the base explodes.
Indeed. Okay. So what I'm struggling with here is that it feels like our impetus to continue investigating is low because we have no reason to believe that the reptoids know anything about us, about like what happened to us.
I disagree. I think that they might have some information on that.
Why? They like investigated the graves to figure out what was happening, and they didn't get. And it
you
blew
don't think
up.
they found anything? Are there more computers? Are there more places to search? Let's keep looking. I'm
curious.
Cargo bay again.
I'm curious what I might be missing in like the rooms. Like, why have these reptoids infiltrated a moon base in the middle of nowhere?
Remote?
Yeah, it's easier to hide. Like that's all plausible.
And whatever.
Well, we can have this conversation.
Whatever the reality,
probably more interesting.
Yeah.
Whatever the reality may
their
be, these are stewards that were murdered, and Iris still has some loyalty to the stewards. Misplaced, maybe. Who knows? We'll find out.
Well, how about this? In the records, you find that there are some records on you that indicate they're not sure what you are, but if you were useful to the Greys, they should be able to find a way to turn you to their advantage.
Did they want to like? Okay, that's slightly more. Okay.
They suspect we're clones.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah, she said it very quickly.
Sorry. They
No,
suspect
that's okay.
that you are clones created by the Greys and hope to use you for their own nefarious ends, which are unclear.
Yeah. Lasco doesn't
That's
like
a pretty
this.
big bombshell. Yeah. Does Lasco share that with everybody?
He forwards all of the communications in a bulk and doesn't make any particular note of that one.
Sure. Ogden raises an eyebrow when he reads that one. Says over comms, clones should not be possible.
Ew,
I mean,
the Greys.
Yes, did run across the cloning experiments with the troll polyps.
Yeah.
Oh.
The cloning has been demonstrated to be possible by Grey technology. We've seen it ourselves, and it is something we've discussed.
It's true.
Iris at minute 30 in the cargo bay. Still just
Just
tons and tons of
Ogden will come down, buddy.
We have a +1, right? Would that help?
It would.
Use the +1.
Ghost, you got Iris his search.
Oh, who am I thanking?
Ghost.
Thank you, Ghost. Thank you, Ghost.
For ending Iris's torment.
Starting to feel like Sisyphus.
A few cases of expensive food and intoxicants. Give me a intelligence or a culture check. Well, actually,
Oh, is this to recall
think you're a
knowledge?
steward. No, you think you're a steward. You'll get this automatically.
Okay.
You recognize that this is weird. Stewards shouldn't have a stash like this. Searching through them, you find several packages of Acatonian sleeper kefax, which are larval kefax preserved in a fashion that causes them to wake due to pain or other stimuli, but die a few moments later. A few species, including some Vesk and Yosoki, like to consume these vermin raw, skewering them to awaken them just before consumption. Other species, including some Yosoki, find the idea of eating a wriggling live kefax larva disturbing.
Monsters! Oh my god!
This is tasteful.
Are they sentient?
No, they're larvae. They're bugs.
They feel pain! Why do we need to...
Do you ever eat lobster?
Yeah.
Lane?
See,
No.
the thing is, the question is, the problem is with me, they skewer them moments before eating them. That's the prunked up bit.
I feel like that's
think.
pretty. I feel like there's a lot of food like that on Earth.
I mean,
Not that
yeah,
I've encountered.
sure.
Not that I've
Go into
enjoyed.
Sure. Yeah. No. Look at the food chain. This is how life works. But like,
Yeah,
also,
most things die right before they get eaten.
yeah, but
I can tell you a
they're
terrible thing that I'm not gonna.
programmed to awaken to pain. That was included in the description.
Yeah, these are not nice
Anyways.
people.
This is what you
Um,
find.
So how that all said, how much is it worth? How much can I sell it for?
We'll see how far you guys are behind on loot. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So it's
ephemeral
not meant
amount
to
of
just be
credits.
loot. So what is it used for? Like, is it just there to test the player's alignment?
They are
What the
particularly valuable given their large bulk is the problem. Because it's 5 to 10 bulk per case.
Well, good thing Iris has a Mark 1.
You've
Chamber.
essentially
Yeah, and
found
we
a
have a-
case of
hover
really creepy caviar.
We also have a truck, right?
Yeah, we
We
have
do
a
have
hover
a
truck
truck.
now.
Yeah.
Iris loads them onto the truck. There we go.
We can negotiate how much they're worth after the show.
We'll haggle off screen.
Deal.
We'll see how far you guys are behind on loots.
Oof.
The last room is the chapel, which is locked. And if you try one of the lower ranking reptoids, none of their biometrics will open it, but Inspector Herd's will. Who's going to chapel?
I want to be in there.
We
You're
all
going to
go
need some
together.
mysticism.
Yeah, if they said something about a disturbing presence or whatever it was, dark presence, we would probably all want to converge.
Okay.
Adelaide,
Air.
Miss Fortwith, if I may. Iris will offer to open the door.
Very well. However, I should be probably near the front.
Please.
that I can observe
excuse me,
and
Mr. Lasco. Let me back up.
Excuse me.
Excellent.
Hey, these hallways are 5 feet wide.
We've inchwormed our way back.
The air is warm and stale. Tall, multicolored panels line the wall, perhaps intended to mimic stained glass windows when powered. Between these panels are niches, each with an idol in it. At the northern end of the room, a few steps lead up to a semicircular dais and a plain altar of carved stone. The idols display the stylized, three-dimensional holy symbols of several deities, including Abadar, Demoratosh, Desna, Hylax, Amodier, Phrasma, Sarenrae, Trione, Waden, and Uresa.
Mostly good ones.
Yeah. When looking
Most.
around the room, Iris notices a blade set within the idol of Amodier in the southeastern niche glow briefly with a faint inner light.
I was wondering why that there was a holy symbol in... Yeah, and it was tarnished. Which I thought was interesting.
Do I see... Oh, 24 again. Do I see anything that would concern me?
No.
Okay. Approaches the blade.
I would also like to make a perception check, perhaps, if it's necessary. I'm so good at perception. Let me look for things. That's a natural 2.
None of you
Hey!
see anything.
Get that man some tunes.
Iris, the blade comes free easily. This is an axiomatic, holy centered longsword with the phrase "for victory, for the heart," common Emodian aphorism etched into the blade.
Centered longsword, huh?
As an unarmed combatant, I appreciate its beauty as I stick it into the bag of selling.
Well, regardless of what we do with it, it would be an utter waste to leave it to be destroyed in the blast.
Of course.
Agreed.
All right.
I think it's amusing that dissettled.
Axiomatic deals lawful damage.
Right. Okay. Iris may be
that
interested in
explains
that,
it.
but what were we saying there, Liz?
Oh, just I think it's amusing that they found this unsettling presence.
Yes, all the lawful deities.
That explains it. Okay.
Yeah, because it's an because it's a lawful good sword.
Yep.
When you're chaotic evil, feels yucky.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind taking a look in the actual quarters of the captain. I only did a cursory glance.
Gladly.
You guys don't find anything else of value in there.
Okay. I don't roll a d20 then, because you know I would roll a crit. Because I didn't need to.
You would. You
Are there any
would.
rooms? Are there any rooms we haven't searched yet? I guess we didn't do the hollow room. Okay.
Which one?
I mean, what are we going to find in a hollow room?
No, UVBs, who knows?
No, there's
training room.
That's fair.
Probably existed as a terrain for fighting in. You probably could have lured baddies in there and then initiated the thing or whatever.
If we were clever, yes.
Action movie sequence, like, spinning holograms, confusing them and stuff.
Classic House of Mirrors.
Here's a link to your truck.
Iris would like to go back.
Your shiny new truck.
Our shiny new truck.
Oh yeah, love.
Iris actually has one more thing they would like to do since we have still a decent amount of time. Iris would like to propose going back to our rooms real quickly and collecting the surveillance equipment. Oh, our rooms are slagged.
Yeah. That whole side of the base has got slagged by Starship weapons.
Damn. All right.
Oh yeah.
That's all right.
So
I wanted that shotgun mic and that other thing, but that, we're good. We
Would
don't.
have been nice.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
looking
sorry.
at the camera records, can we see like who was in the ship that blasted the base? Presumably
There
it
was
was
the
most
people we were helping as they left.
They didn't leave. They didn't get out.
Yeah, they died.
No, they're all dead.
Wait, what?
It looks like
Ship that we were going to escape on was blown up.
It looks like Dr.
thought it-
Nodens and Narla escaped on the Void Crier,
And then
Okay.
turned around and fired.
and
on
then
the
turned around
station.
and fired on the base. Yeah.
And that was not part of the plan, right? So that was them kind of betraying us.
No,
Or-
Dr. Narda was the interrogator.
Dr.
Oh.
Nodens.
Or
Yeah.
Dr.
And-
Dr. Norden.
Got it.
So-
Narla
So some of the bad guys escaped.
So our friends all got murdered.
Got
Yep.
it. Yes.
Okay, I
Cool.
was under the impression that they just shot their way out of the hangar. Oh, that's awful. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
No, we
the
were not
Perry
betrayed.
Stevens
We were-
bodies are all strewn about the wreckage rather gruesomely.
It's rough.
Okay.
And Shaz and Meltman.
Yeah,
And a
well,
bunch of other stewards.
funk that guy.
They're
He
now
was a
represented
As a
representative.
Meltaman got betrayed.
All right. So the four of us like gather in front of the truck,
Yes.
and we have to decide like what we do next.
Well,
Iris
Go
will be
to this-
piloting, obviously.
The
You don't want me driving.
The alarms say you have about an hour until the base will detonate in a nuclear explosion.
Well,
Great,
we want to
let's
get out
take
of here.
whatever's not bolted down and get out of here.
Yeah. Well, hold on. We still have to pick a destination, right? Like there's this moon is populated, right? It's not like just this base and the other base. Are there like
Right.
other
This moon
starports? Are there towns?
Has some prison colonies.
I was going
and
to say,
some
it's a
mines.
prison moon, remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like this other
And
place being the closest
Dr.
is our
Nodens
best
did
option.
escape after murdering your friends.
Yeah, I get it. But yeah. I guess Laska will say the news we've discovered in these records is concerning. I'd like to, rather than going on a goose chase for vengeance, we're abandoning behind. You propose by chasing after these reptoids. You propose losing behind these lives that we all remember.
why would that be the case?
Who's proposing this?
Just
Why-
want to go somewhere that's got, potential for answers. There might be stewards who survived the attack there. They could tell us more about what happened.
we have the answers that we know what we are.
We don't know what we
Well,
are.
what do you propose then? What would you like to do?
There are other bastions of civilization on this moon. We could go there,
And?
find a way off of this.
And you
And then?
really think that whoever has been pulling the strings so far would not catch up with us? Really?
This
plan is
this
to
truck
run.
is headed to the next nearest civilization. I don't know how much fuel we have. We are going to the next closest place we can get to, and that just happens to be what was it called?
Terrapin Station. As
Terrapin Station.
far as you, Iris knows a little bit about this moon. There really aren't any mining operations that are going to be easier to get to.
Right. Now, if
Okay.
you'd like to sit and try and wire one of these police cruisers and head somewhere else, you are more than welcome to. I just don't understand why you have such an aversion to this to Terrapin Station.
Because we have no reason to believe that the creatures there are friendly to us. Whereas if we go to another place of civilization, we can get
We are on
out.
a penal colony. Nowhere is going to be hostile or going to be friendly.
Especially to 4 people who just showed up at, say, prison and said, "Yes, hello, we are not escaped convicts. Please let us leave this moon."
I see.
Not to mention the potential for our being clones. Do you know what rights clones have in the system? I'll give you a hint. It's very low.
Again, I have to insist that we don't know that we're clones. It has been guessed by reptoids that we might be clones. I've seen no proof.
Lasco grits his teeth, but you must admit that it lines up disturbingly nicely with our experiences so far.
We are embroiled in something that is very murky. There are many things happening. Many unbelievable things. So yes, it is possible that we could be clones. But until I find overwhelming evidence, I'm going to cling to what little sanity we have left and trust that I am who I say I am.
I understand how you feel, Ogden. I feel similarly. But I don't relish the notion of trying to establish my ownership of L20 Incorporated over another Lucas Lasco. But if that is indeed the situation we find ourselves in, we should face it head on instead of getting embroiled in in some investigation that isn't our business.
I don't think they'll let us leave. I don't think they'll let us just get away and try and take over our old lives and say that we do. Say that we get back to where we belong. What's to say we aren't abducted in the night, black-bagged? We're back in it again. I really do think our only option here is to, as you say, face this head on. To not run away. What you propose is running away from this problem.
Lasco folds his arms and looks askance. He nods.
Adelaide will also add that our options are to pursue. So let me just take a reckoning of our options. Pursue the reptoid in the hopes that we will uncover more information about their operation. 2, go to the nearest colony or place that we expect we might be able to.
Lasco shakes his head. If there is no other more friendly station on this moon, it makes sense for us to go to the reptoid base where we can steal from our captors.
Indeed.
I'm just saying that I'm trying to find alignment in our overarching objectives.
I should like to secure more resources for whatever we do.
Right. I understand your fear of being black-bagged in the night, Agent, but that will always be there for the rest of our lives. There's no point at which we will be confident that we have dealt with all reptoids anywhere in the universe.
So I'm a little confused here, out of character. Is there evidence that this other settlement is controlled by reptoids too?
Yeah, I mean that is where all their communications are going, and it was designated as like a fallback base.
Oh, I thought it was fallback for Stewards.
No, I would be totally on board with it if we thought that they were
Stewards.
genuine stewards.
So
Okay, I get
there is at least
a little
presence
more your
there.
trepidation now.
Yeah.
All right.
But it is where Dr.
I
Noon
request
vanished to.
I request henceforth that the fake stewards be referred to strictly as reptoids, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For edification's sake.
To be clear, though, we don't
Yes,
always
it is
know.
where the reptoids presumably fell back to.
Right.
Right. Okay.
After
Yeah.
they flagged this base. And they have the nearest starship that you know of, which you will need to get off this moon.
Right.
And you can't afford to buy a starship.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, like Lasco
can't-
has been convinced. Lasco has been convinced
Yeah.
that we should go to this base. He's just trying to get alignment on our overarching objectives here.
Ogden has a response then.
Yeah.
If we go to Terrapin Station, we can track down this Dr. Noden. We already know that most of the evidence of our presence, of our existence to these reptoids, is being blown up behind us. We will go there, trace down whatever evidence remains of whatever files they might have on us, destroy them, then we can disappear.
I see.
Yes, because you're right. We will get black bagged if there is any, if we run away, or even if we don't run away. If we handle this and we leave a trace, yes, that is a risk. But we need to leave no trace. Simple.
By erasing a trace, we
Good
also make it,
hikers. Wait.
we also make it easier for us to assume our identities. If no one knows where we came from, everyone is equally likely to be a clone.
Assuming that we are clones, which is a big assumption, again.
We will see whose suspicions are vindicated in the end. All right, everyone into the truck. Let's head to the base.
Just saying, Lasco is totally the kind of dad that would pull into McDonald's and order one black coffee.
Yeah, I'm so glad that Lasco has decided that everybody can get into the truck now.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. I was
Okay,
thank
Dad.
you for not going south and making me write an entirely new chapter like from scratch. I might have killed you.
No.
There was
Had
no
you
way
guys
I was gonna let that happen.
We would never do that to you.
I was gonna have to throw you guys in jail and write a whole new thing.
I want to see what you have to say
Lasco.
about the mining colonies here. Actually,
Making
gonna
me
make a
about the
detour.
socioeconomic status of these mining colonies.
okay.
Oh goodness.
In all seriousness, though, there's nothing else for us to take. Like nothing in here. Iris really wants to try and take these police cruisers instead if we have time for it. But if that's going to be difficult, then let's not bother.
I mean, you have some time, but the truck seats 7. Like, you don't need a police cruiser.
Also, the police
Right,
cruisers are
But the
much more
police
high
cruisers
profile.
have they also have the ability to they're more maneuverable. They have weapons built into them that can disable other vehicles. They're pretty great in a chase.
But you can't take
That
all the
said-
stuff you looted. All those crates.
We can, we'll take the
We
truck.
need resources if we want to take our lives back.
We could take a truck and a police vehicle. 2 people can drive.
Who could drive? Who all could drive? We
I mean, Lasco's an operative. I would be very surprised if he didn't have piloting.
who has piloting, guys?
I don't have much piloting. I mean, thanks to dexterity and operative, I'm decent at piloting, but I would be ineffective in a chase.
Yeah, we don't.
Adelaide
have
doesn't
to.
drive herself.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's
of course
Lasco
not.
has to drive himself.
Of course, that
You're telling
explains
me
the
none
low
of you have
piloting.
ranks in piloting, do you?
Iris is the only one with ranks in piloting, I guess.
Iris is the only one. Yeah.
Iris, you gotta drive. If you want those crates, you gotta
I'll
take the truck.
drive the truck. All right, we're going. Iris is
All right.
disappointed and makes a point of slashing the hover tires. so they
I'm
can't.
pretty sure the reactor
there's nobody to
meltdown
follow
will more
us.
than flash them.
There's no one to follow you, and they're
Yeah,
gonna blow up.
Yeah, all right.
Nuclear bomb.
Let's just leave.
If it makes you feel better, buddy.
It does not.
So, Veros is incredibly tectonically active. So your max speed is reduced to 25 miles an hour. And you head out. There's like lava flows out there. You get away about 25 miles from the station, and you see the thing go up in a massive explosion. Mushroom cloud behind you.
It's only Ironscape.
Shortly thereafter, yes, you arrive at a lava flow, the narrowest part of which is 300 feet across.
Oh, great.
I need a piloting check to get across this. I need a series of piloting
how do
checks,
you-
in fact.
Piloting to get through a river of lava.
It's a hover thing, so we're.
It's a hover thing.
I assist. Never mind.
Hands off the wheel!
That's an assist.
Divided
That's
by
an
two,
assist.
225. So you're going to need two of them to make it across.
Okay.
You make the first one. Give me one more.
Okay. So how are we looking for rerolls and stuff, guys?
You
Assist.
don't have one. Oh, you do.
Oh, I can actually. I
still
do
have the one I
have-
gave you.
I also have something.
we have one
it's
reroll.
I have an ability that can do rerolls. Oh wait, no, I think it's only on me.
Oh.
You do still have the
Well,
one
that's-
if you want it, please.
All right, let's do it.
That'll make it. Nice. You make it across the lava flow without your truck taking any damage. Very nice. You continue along for probably another 50 miles. You've been driving for like 3 hours at this point, all stuck in a truck together. When you're coming up on the place that was marked on the map that was intercepting their communications, you see a black dome nearly 20 feet across rising from the surface, just beyond some patches of bubbling yellow mud. Technological junk is piled near a slight downward slope.
Hold on, one suggestion. We have not had a night's rest in a while, right?
You have not.
We are unlikely to be able to once we go into that base. Does it make sense to, like, at some midpoint, do we have, like, enough environmental controls and all that stuff to have a rest in between?
You get
In our
24
armor sheet,
hours
it does.
per level.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could sleep in the truck if you wanted to.
That seems wise before infiltrating an unknown enemy compound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can get back our
you-
levels. It's our level worth of HP, right? Or it's what is it?
Well,
Yeah,
Ogden can also do
Level.
more medic.
Yeah. Level.
You could also try to
You're
stop
I'm
immune to it
talking-
for 24
that
hours.
was spying on the reptoids.
You could
What?
also what?
You could also try to stop at this place that was spying on the reptoids.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right. There were
this
two
is the-
locations. Yeah, so remember...
So this
it
black dome.
was the one that
No,
was
no,
like
they're spying on the
intercepting.
Yeah.
no, there were two locations.
Intercepting their
Yeah, there were two
stuff.
locations. There was the one that the reptoids were sending their information to, and then there was some random point that they didn't have time to investigate that they had recently found out was trying to intercept their stuff.
And that's
that
where
I'm
we're at right
interested in.
now. So let's go in there. Let's do that.
Yeah. You want to stop at this black dome and check it out?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
since
They seem to
might
be enemies of the
yeah.
reptoids.
Yeah.
Yeah. The enemy of my
Oh,
enemy is
yeah,
my
yeah,
friend.
yeah.
Is
But I
a
still
gray?
want all of my spell slots.
Oh no!
So-
Those don't look like friendlies.
Well, you're not driving a steward vehicle. You guys can go ahead and put yourself on this map, provided you park outside. And actually, I'm going to put, since you're not driving a steward's vehicle,
I'm gonna guess that was a good choice.
Actually, no, they take up defensive positions anyway. You see 3 Azers outside taking up defensive positions as you pull up. They're not immediately opening fire on you.
Oh, cool. Diplomacy.
What do you say?
Probably have to
It
say
also
some
helps
words
that
now.
we're not wearing. It also helps
Yeah.
that we're not wearing prison clothes. And
Oh, Nick,
how do I?
can you copy us from the other? Actually, it didn't transfer my hit points.
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah, I could do
we
that.
Thank you.
We should look into that after this.
Why is Lasco all the way over here away from everybody else?
What? I'm to the south.
Oh, no, I'm talking about I was going to copy your tokens. And you're
Oh,
like
please do.
all the way on the other side of the map
Oh, I see.
from everybody.
Oh, I see.
I just dragged my character sheet on. It doesn't matter. Oh God. There's 2 Lascos. This is his worst nightmare.
Now there's clones.
Now you believe that we're clones?
You see yourselves.
As we like
God.
hop out of
Dang
the
I
As
think
we
I
hop
moved
out of the
Iris
truck,
off the map.
we like raise our hands and say we are not your enemies. We are
Oh, I also.
we're working against those who run the base whose communications you intercepted.
Also, I give you a +1 for charisma-based checks.
Oh no, you should do the check. I'm just like priming the pump.
Okay.
Assisting.
Okay.
He's warming them up for you.
Mm-hmm.
They
Gentlemen,
look too carefully.
we are well aware that the stewards on the base to the insert direction have all been replaced by reptoids. We were able to ascertain that their signals have been intercepted by you. We are no friends of the reptoids and are hoping that our 2 groups can be of mutual aid to one another.
Give me a diplomacy check.
All right.
While they're doing this, Ogden surreptitiously just like tries to remember what he knows about reptoids.
So that's going to be actually
Not
plus.
reptoids.
Oh,
As
God.
wizards.
Okay, that's a 15 total because I boosted my ability to do
Lord.
charisma based with one of my cantrips.
And we used all our rerolls, didn't we?
Yes.
You did
Oh, wait, no.
indeed.
I can give myself a reroll. I can give myself a reroll. That's actually one of the things that alternate
Please do.
outcome.
Please do.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Luck. The only-
Much
okay,
better.
27.
Much
better.
better.
They lower their weapons, and one of them steps forward. Says, "All right, we believe you. We've been spying on the reptoids there for some time, but we believe this location has been compromised."
Definitely
Well-
true. We got your location off of their computers.
Why have you been spying on them?
Well, the reptoids are no friends of the Afridi Empire.
Free the Empire.
Since on this moon?
Yes, what are you all doing here?
That's mostly need to know, but I suppose all you need to know is that we're keeping an eye on these reptoids.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that we have destroyed their base, but you'll be displeased to know that they have another one, and some of them escaped to it.
How long
yes,
have you suspected their presence?
We've been here a number of months. We did ping a Stewards ship as it left Turkalis base. It seemed to be heading towards Terrapin Station.
Indeed.
So
Like to
detected an
join us
emergency.
there.
What?
If you're interested in in protecting the interests of the Afridi Empire by slaying the reptoids who know of your presence here, you could join us.
I'm afraid that's not within the scope of our mission. We're packing up to return home.
See.
Can you render us any aid? Most of our materials and resources were destroyed. And they took us into custody in a compromised state.
Well, we do have some UPBs we have yet to use for field repairs. You're welcome to them. And you're welcome to stay for a while if you like.
Thank you.
I don't suppose after we've taken care of our loose ends, you could help us get off of this rock.
Perhaps, but I fear your kind do not fare well on our ships.
Oh, too hot. Hot damn.
Very hot,
Damn.
as I recall.
And where we're going, I'm afraid your kind tend to evaporate.
Even hotter.
Melt and then evaporate.
Heard the stories. Ogden would like to be watching this whole conversation and sensing the hell out of these guys' motive.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
report-
motives!
They are being honest with you.
We're all so paranoid.
I wonder, Pronking, why?
Be paranoid, but no, these guys are like, okay, yeah, we believe these guys. Enemies of our enemies, and all that.
Mhm. All right.
They will also share that they detected an emergency beacon from an abandoned mine nearby soon after the Void Crier passed over, suggesting someone is there, but they believe that the mine hasn't been used in years. Other than that, they will let you stay for the night so you guys can get an 8-hour rest in.
Thank God.
Their little shelter is cramped and very hot, but it is inside.
Ogden will
And-
suggest that we take watches.
Do they have facilities where we can make stuff with UPBs, I assume?
No, they've torn apart all their equipment. It is in a giant pile on the outside.
They're moving.
Ooh. Yeah.
And how much do we heal from resting and Ogden doing medicine checks?
I believe it is.
I already did a medicine check on all of you today, so you don't get another one. But
You can do it tomorrow morning.
Well, yeah, but then we use up our. Yeah, I guess if you're like really down points.
There's no reason not to, right? It'll
Half
As
of
long
my
as it's not
HP right
wasted.
now. I
Yeah,
would.
no,
I
you're
would
right.
appreciate a medicine check. I think.
Yeah.
Because I
Yep.
think you only get back your level worth of
One
HP.
HP
You might get
repair
back.
level.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. All right.
And
No.
unlike
So
spells and stuff, you need 8 hours of sleep or more.
Yeah.
So you can't just
hills, please.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. When we wake up tomorrow morning, then Ogden will throw some medicine checks at y'all.
Okay.
So
Even if
here
you
they
give me
come.
11, it will not be wasted.
this is for Iris. This is for you get 11. This is for Adelaide. You get 11. This is for Lasco. You get 11. Everybody gets 11 except me. 'Cause I'm at 41. Just call me the Oprah of heals.
All right. You get back all your
we all
resolve
get-
though.
you get back all your resolve, all your stamina, all your spells.
I'm gonna chug some Mark 1 healing serums. Because they're Mark 1 anyways. Those are a
Hey,
D8,
who
right?
hurt you? How much hit point damage did you take?
All of it? I was at 1.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll give you two more two serums of healing for the road.
Thank them.
But it sounds like you're
Graciously.
dealing with the loot at the end of the session, so I won't write it down. So I heal 6.
All right.
Ogden, I don't know, because the Afridi Empire is like, they're the bad guys in the last AP that we played. So, like, and Ogden is brothers with one of them. So, Ogden is like trepidatious about these guys.
Then they took down like the big bad who was trying to take over the sun.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's the thing.
6 months ago.
But that's just, but hold on,
3
but that's
months
just
ago.
it. They took down the warmonger, right? Like the Ignan Empire has existed for millennia peacefully with the material realm.
Afridi Empire, yeah.
Afridi, yeah. And it's like only recently did they go to war.
Yeah, Hitler's dead.
Yeah. Like it was just the Malika group, right? Malika was this, like,
yes, you're right.
Guiding them to war.
Everything went back to normal
Well,
as soon as Hitler
group,
died, and everybody felt good about Germany again. And
absolutely.
So
yeah.
Well, the Malika group was their like organization on the material plane.
Right.
It was a big bad general trying to bring back a god.
Yeah.
And we squished it. The end.
And
Hitler's dead.
Yes. But Hitler is dead.
Hitler's dead. No more Nazis. That's how it goes.
Sunshine and rainbows and ponies towards the Afridi Empire now.
These guys are probably like some kind of a holdover, but they're keeping an eye on the reptoids. Like their mission isn't taking over the sun. Their mission is fucking reptoids.
Fucking reptoids.
Honking
Man.
reptoids.
Meant prompt. All right.
Let's investigate that
reptoids,
emergency signal.
Yes.
It's suspicious that it turned on just as that ship went overhead.
Yes, so to the mining facility then.
Indeed.
All right. Between another probably, look at my map.
That does sound slightly easier to take on than an entire settlement.
Yeah.
Probably 70, or no, another 50 miles. It's like another 75 over to there.
Okay. 3 hours or so.
2. You're moving at half speed. Your full speed is 50. So about 2 hours. You get to the edge of the cliffs that Terrapin Station sits on. It's a plateau about 1,000 feet high. You must descend these cliffs to continue along your way. Your vehicle is an all-terrain vehicle, but not a hover vehicle. Does it have a hover?
I thought it was a hover vehicle. I thought you said it was a hover truck.
Yeah, but it's not.
Hover truck was mentioned, but now it's an all-terrain transport.
Functions as an all-terrain transport, but it did say hover truck. All right, you can hover it.
Thanks.
Okay, so
Flavored as a hover truck.
Go down the cliffs.
So you can bring a hover vehicle down this escarpment in a controlled fall. Takes 3 rounds. And I need a piloting check for each round. The controls allow 1 co-pilot to assist with finally maneuvering the hover jets.
Oh boy.
All right, let's go. Remember how I told you to keep your hands off the steering wheel? Hands on the steering wheel, buddy.
I will keep my hands off the steering wheel and on the hover engine.
Perfect. Oh, I'm scared, guys. Here's the first check.
Can I assist with an engineering?
No, it has to be piloting.
Okay. 22.
All right, so that is 2d6 damage to your ship in the first round, and I need another set of checks as your
Oh my lord.
hover truck takes 8 points of damage. Somebody be in charge.
Oh my lord, no.
I will be in
The-
charge. It's
no.
okay. Our hardness is 8.
Hey,
our hardness is
audience.
8. We didn't even take damage.
Nice,
Really?
nice. Okay.
Our
Last go.
hardness is 8.
Assist?
Vehicles have hardness.
It doesn't matter. I can't get it above the number it was before, right?
Yeah.
But the how
might
much
make
you
it-
fail by matters.
Oh, yeah.
No. Assistance.
Okay. So that's a 20.
Oh, thanks, Chaos.
You to read.
Your hover truck takes 16 points of damage in the second round.
Okay, so now we take 8.
All right, give me one more set. You're almost down.
26. That's better.
28. Very nice.
And in the last round, you bring it in safely. You're just taking a little bit of damage.
The paint has bubbled a bit.
Yeah. Scraped up the bumper. We're fine. This is fine.
And I need one more when you reach the ground.
Oh,
one more
here.
piloting check. Because you took damage
Somebody
in 2
gave
of
us
those rounds.
Somebody gave us a reroll, right?
Yep, Chaos gave us 2. Use it.
Would you like a reroll?
Yeah. I don't know. You tell me. Would I like a reroll? Yes, I think I would like a reroll.
Odds are 60% it'll help. Oh.
Well, it helped.
Oh, that's a...
Yeah.
Thank Chaos for saving
Never
your
tell
truck.
me the odds.
Thank you, Chaos, for saving our truck
Thank
and
you,
making it so we
Chaos,
don't have
for
to
saving our
walk.
You wouldn't have had to walk.
He's serving himself.
There's a backup
right?
plan,
Because
but your truck is safe.
watching us walk would be boring anyways.
You make it down with your truck and take about another 3 hours to reach the abandoned mine. Along the way, you do see a herd of these huge elemental beasts, which I'm sure Ogden can identify as lava striders.
Oh man, do we have a picture? Are they cute? Oh, they're so cute!
Oh. I mean, I wouldn't want one charging at me, but they are pretty cute.
I mean, I wish
don't.
they had more of a face.
They're famed for their strange empathy and speed when traversing the moon's surface.
Empathy?
Empathy, yep. They're friendly. There are 8 of them, sort of off over there.
Oh, I bet that would be a really cool creature companion.
Oh man, can one of those be a baby? And can it like gulump like a baby rhino? Because that's one of the cutest things in the world.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, you just sort of skim past them on your way. They're kind of cool.
Very
And
rare sight.
You arrive at the mine. This is a huge map. Zoom out. You're coming from the west.
Dang.
Wow. Would you once again, I'm sorry to ask, copy and paste us from the previous map?
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you. You're too kind.
Oh, this is one of those 20-foot squares businesses.
Yes, it is.
Where they're like, hey, we want a really big map, but we're printing this in an 8x11 book. So,
I mean, the good news is we do this online, so I can just. I can put tiny squares inside of 20-foot squares.
My favorite occurrence of this is in Dead Sons 3, where you have the tiny little postage stamp of a map for an encounter, and it's like, each of these squares is 30 feet. And I was like, are you pronking kidding me?
Yeah, and I blew it up, and it's like, oh man, I lost all the resolution in this map.
Is that like that an ink blot? I don't understand. No, that's supposed to be a hut.
Yeah, because it's not even like a full page map. It's like half of a half page map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's comically small, and I get it. I understand. There's limited page space and stuff like that, and it was another map that they wanted.
And this
to
isn't a very important.
I just wish
map,
they'd give us map packs
Yeah.
like Pathfinder does,
Yeah.
with like the full resolution art.
But like the artist probably did a small version of it, right? Like the
I mean,
artist
usually when you get art, the resolutions are ridiculous. Like when you pay for art, the resolutions are giant, especially for print, because the resolutions you need for print are higher than even what we're usually getting in the PDF.
That seems probable. Yeah. The encoding into PDF probably loses a lot.
Yes.
Anyway, tiny maps are fun.
Sending things for printing is a whole thing. Anyway, there's a large pit
We are.
dug into the rock here, cut into terraces that descend about 10 feet at a time to the bottom, 50 feet down. To the west, where you're at, there's a ramp allowing access to the pit's floor where large vats, a grinding machine, conveyors, and storage facilities still stand. But it's pretty obviously abandoned. You don't see
Well-
anyone around.
Let's stick together. There's obviously got to be something here. Or at
We
least
should be quiet on our approach as well.
There's so much I can do in heels on
as
gravel.
much as we can be.
Scrunch,
Why are you wearing heels? I mean, Ogden will make a stealth check if we want to try and be
Make
stealthy.
a stealth check.
You can track the emergency signal, which is live with your comm units, by the by.
I felt pretty good about that 26, Simon, until you rolled a 35.
And I didn't even want
It's
to.
like, all right, Ogden. Yeah, whatever.
And it's coming as you come down the ramp. The emergency signal gets stronger. Ping, ping.
Okay.
Ping.
We try to home in on it as we creep closer.
It's somewhere
Some
down
of
the
us
ramp. It
make
looks
those.
like it's in this rubble down here.
Iris is all Samwise Gamgee on the hill of gravel outside the gates of Mordor.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ping.
Just
Ping.
kicking rocks down.
Yeah. Here, maybe? It's gotta be in here.
We're getting pretty close. You're at like, 80%. When I would like you to roll
Something pops up out of
initiative.
nowhere.
We have rolled perception.
Yes, you may. To see if you connect.
Thank you.
In this surprise
love that.
round.
I would.
Oh, I rolled a 22. Well, I rolled a
rolled
20, I guess.
I rolled a nat 1.
Man, your perception mod must be very low, Ogden. Just looking at the kind of numbers you roll for perception.
I got a 20 and I got a nat 1.
That's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
Just looking at your
Yeah.
outputs, it just seems...
Nobody got high enough to act in the surprise round.
Boo!
Don't feel too bad.
That was like my best. That was a 19 on top of my 3.
It was a hard roll.
Hmm.
Oh, my life.
I'm missing.
You're missing Ogden because I got distracted moaning about the fact that I rolled a nat 1 on initiative. And I followed it up with a 3.
All right, so 2 androids sort of pop out of their wreckage and take some shots at you. They're going to shoot Iris, because Iris is just so much fun to shoot.
Yeah, I've heard that phrase a lot today. We're going to do X to Iris.
Iris, a 26 will probably hit for 10 piercing, and a 14 will miss. And then we'll start.
4 piercing.
And then we will start
gotta rub it in.
the round with Lasco.
Iris, you're slow, right?
All these rubble piles are difficult terrain, by the by.
Okay.
So like this, but not like this?
Yeah. The parts where it's like gray and just sort of cracked are fine. Parts where it's like a dark gray and looks like there's a bunch of rocks, difficult terrain.
Lasco will spring
movement
ahead.
speed is 30.
You'll get there though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I will get there in one move.
Yeah. So then Lasco will ready in action to trick attack that's ISIF, right?
Yes.
The ice of clone.
The ISIF clone. Oh god, more clones!
Lots of clones.
As soon as Iris ends his turn. Sure.
And then Iris moves up and you both smack her. Got it.
Yep.
Smack away.
Failed a trick attack. What a surprise. Hit for
Iris
11.
got a 26 before that, though.
Yep, I think we both hit.
27 will absolutely hit for 11 damage.
All non-lethal. We're very nice.
And the 26 will also hit. 12. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's those two. Adelaide.
Oh, are we doing non-lethal?
Oh, no,
Fine.
actually, Iris wasn't.
I mean, I don't want to be.
That's how we get information out of people.
Yeah, we want to know
not
who these
around.
people are.
Fine. Adelaide will simply cast Fear on this one here
Okay.
as a full round action.
Spell roll, please. They're gonna make their save.
Boo.
So they're shaken. 1 round.
They twist and shout.
All right. This one on its turn. Drop its breaching gun. Full hand axe. And attack Iris. 22 to hit for 7 points of damage. The friend
1 point of damage.
Rude will shift back and try to shoot Blasco. With a 20 minus 2, 18 to hit.
Misses, just barely. What a treat.
Oh, rude. Ogden.
I got you, boo.
All right. Ogden
Oh, yeah, thanks to the shaken.
moves over here to line up his shot just a little bit better and fires down this unnatural hallway of sorts, this channel, with Mark II sedative loaded into this shot. Injector pistol. Nice to be able to shoot again. Now, if only I could hit.
No, that's a miss. But do you want to use this?
How many rerolls we got?
This plus? Oh, we don't have a +1 anymore. But you do still have a reroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Just because
All right.
I'm tired of rolling poorly.
Towards the end.
Thanks, Chaos. It's a 10 plus
That'll hit.
Makes it a
9,
19.
19. Okay, 12 plus 16 points of piercing damage. The last 4 is non-lethal.
Ouch.
And that is
All right.
Ogden's turn.
Blasco.
Just drag me under Iris because I readied.
Okay. Iris.
Right. Well, going for a beatdown. 22 to hit, and then a 13. 13's gonna miss, I bet, but the 22 probably hits.
22 hits. And as a free action, they
Actually,
throw down their weapon. And forget it.
I did
I
not
surrender.
account for flanking.
Yeah, if they surrender, we don't want to take another attack anyways.
Fair enough. Iris will allow them to
Don't
surrender.
join. And as he says
on,
this, his
hold
friend
on,
also throws down her weapons.
Are they really surrendering?
Yes.
Yeah, let's see.
They absolutely are.
28 DC to. Okay. Iris allows them to surrender in that case.
All right.
Please let us go.
Why did you attack us?
We're independent miners. We were trying to and we were trying to restore this place, and our ride never showed up, and now we're stuck here.
Really?
Sense motive.
Really?
That's a lot.
Iris.
The stuck
Iris-
here part seems true, but the rest appears to be made up.
Iris pulls their living vapor cavitation pistol and grabs the guy by the scruff and puts the gun in his face and says, "You're going to stop lying to me right now, or I'm going to turn your head into goo." And that's an
Ooh.
intimidate check.
I'm already scared of you.
Yeah, should be. I imagine that's with a bunch of bonuses.
All right.
Yeah,
all
not
right. We escaped from a prison, and we were supposed to meet our ride here, but they never showed up. Please, we'll give you everything we have. Just let us go.
Who was your ride?
Some smuggler. We never met the guy.
How did you find them?
The way people do with contacts. We paid him. We were supposed to bring him these opals, but he never showed up. Please, you can have them.
I'm sorry, these whats? You kind of wrote
Fire
it out.
opals.
Fire opals.
Yes.
There are 12
Iris
of
will
them, each with
take-
500 credits.
Yes, Iris will take them, but still is not convinced they're not just reptoids.
Okay, well, how do we prove
They-
that they're
Only
not
one way I know
reptoids?
how to tell if you're reptoid or not.
Why did
They
you
do appear to be telling the truth now, by the
Okay.
by.
Okay.
why did you trigger the emergency beacon when that one ship flew over?
We're trying to get someone to come in so that we could take their ship and escape.
You are very
They
lucky
didn't
that
stop.
they didn't stop. Well, I'm happy to just leave them out here to rot.
Marshall, I'll leave this in. This seems firmly in your jurisdiction.
Iris kind of looks them up and down. They don't seem to have the resources to survive out here, do they?
Looking around, there is a recharge station that's still got about 10 days worth of environmental protections left in it. But that's about all they've got.
And they admitted to being escaped prisoners.
Yep, they're wearing.
Okay.
Upon closer inspection, they're wearing prison coveralls. They look dirty.
Iris just says they're not going anywhere. They've traded one prison for another.
Agreed.
They feel sad
Well-
at standard action.
Well, yeah. Iris is gonna go ahead and I don't know how Iris would be able to do this. Wants to make sure they're not gonna pick up and leave.
Where would they go?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
that's the
they're on
thing.
a volcanic moon.
They're in a
They're not-
volcanic penal colony. Like they just
Yeah.
traded.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the advantage.
All
of
right.
penal
They
colonies.
traded
You don't
away
have to
their
worry-
limited. Yeah.
Yeah, the point of penal colonies is that you don't really have to worry about them escaping that much, right?
Yeah.
It's like sending them to Australia.
Iris-
Where are they going to go?
All right. Yeah. Iris isn't gonna try to sabotage their equipment or anything. It's just Iris is just gonna leave them there. But Iris is also going to send some sort of signal ahead or just let somebody know when they get to the settlement that there are in fact prisoners that have escaped at these coordinates. Because
Adelaide gives them.
they shouldn't be left to
Adelaide gives-
die. They're just gonna die
Yeah.
out there.
When the authorities inevitably pick you up, she gives them her card. If you have the credits, I might be able to help you negotiate
Wow, not even
Ew.
pro bono.
a small number of credits. I
They
may
just
be able.
gave you like 1,000 credits.
Okay.
well, it was
Well, if you get in
I've been-
touch,
6,000
I
credits,
may
actually.
be able to help them. I may be able to convince them to only add a small number of years to your sentence for an attempted escape.
Ogden audibly
Uh,
rolls his eyes.
Thanks.
You can hear it through the vacuum of space.
There is atmosphere. It's heavy, but there is atmosphere.
No,
right.
I like to
Even
imagine
better.
it just translates through our comms in our spacesuits. You just hear a squishy eye roll.
A clicking eyelid.
So you guys leave them there. Take back off
Yeah,
in your
we're-
truck.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to inspect their equipment first, or rather have Lasco inspect their equipment.
Oh yeah, no, let's take their guns too. We're taking their guns and stuff. They can't keep those.
Yeah, I
You're
suppose
leaving
that's
them
how
with their armor, right? Though for their environmental protection.
Yeah, they can keep
Yeah.
their armor.
They can keep them.
That's about as far as Ogden's gonna help
Wait.
them out.
Does one of them have heavy armor?
No.
Oh, the
Okay,
cloak
they're-
one.
they're lucky.
No, they don't.
These prisoners escaped from jail, and better yet, they came with level 7 armor, Leif.
Level 7 heavy armor. Whoa!
Wow.
Crazy random happenstance.
I'll take the
I'm gonna
alignment ship.
I'm gonna
Give me
give
your arm.
Rock like the best heavy armor.
Yeah, so we'll make sure they don't die, right? Like we'll give them enough food such that they can probably last until the authorities get here.
That. Okay.
They have what they need. They don't need food.
Yeah.
It's only 7. They have 10 days of air left. They'll die of that. They'll lose environmental protections and die of that before they die of starvation. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Well, presumably they can like walk back the way they came, right? Like if they're gonna die. Sorry, I'm just trying to
Presumably
nail in.
something.
Like we aren't monsters here.
They're
We
not
like
monsters.
care about
They're
these
not
people
gonna die.
not dying. Okay,
They mostly wanted your truck.
that's fine. We want our truck too.
You managed to keep
they
your
can't,
truck.
They can't have our truck.
A bag of fire opals. You still got a couple hours of
Very nice.
driving left before you make it to Terrapin Station.
Okay.
And you're just a little ways away when you notice a dragon flying above at a few hundred feet. He descends, circling
Just a dragon.
once or twice,
Maybe it's
and
friendly.
drops within range to use his breath weapon.
Not friendly.
Whoa.
Not friendly.
Not
To be
friendly.
continued.
Maybe it's healing breath.
I will pick up there next time with the dragon.
Maybe it's the warden. Wouldn't that be funny?
Mm.
I'm here to thank you for turning in those 2 prisoners.
And for not killing them.
Hey, dragons are smart. You can sometimes
Sometimes
Reason
reason
with
with them. Oh, sure.
I don't know.
if
Hold
you
on.
have a bag of fire opals, you know,
Hold on though, because what color was the dragon?
red.
Typically
yeah,
evil.
negotiate
Typically evil.
my foot.
Remember that the chromatic dragon alignment doesn't hold over in Starfinder. It's only Pathfinder.
Oh,
In
does it
Starfinder,
not?
there can be nice reds and bad golds. I'm pretty sure that's
Really?
true.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and the dragons in Starfinder do tend to be like corporate overlords and things.
So all I'm hearing is all dragons are evil. I don't know what.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not
Still
feeling
not
better
lords
about
are
this.
Not good.
Probably still evil, but
Jeff Bezos
One-
descends upon you does not sound any
But
better
hopefully
than.
Oh man,
this
wishing.
was a breath weapon.
Again,
Uh,
holding
Jeff
out hope it's a
Bezos' breath weapon
healing
is
breath weapon.
It's just Bitcoin, I think.
It's just a cone
that's
of
terrible, you guys.
cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
You're buried in Amazon
Cardboard
gift
breath.
wrap.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
God.
lord.
Oh, well, that's where we'll wrap for the day. We'll pick up next time with these guys dealing with this dragon, and making it to Terrapin Station to confront Dr. Nodens about their true nature and why the heck these reptoids were going to try to reprogram them. All that jazz next time on Threefold Conspiracy. And these guys will probably get to start the next book, honestly.
Oh boy.
Or at least touch on it, because I don't think there's quite enough content in Terrapin Station to fill a whole show. So,
Cool.
So what I'm hearing is be prepared to level 7 mid-show next week.
That is what I hear.
yes, we'll probably have these guys level in the middle of the show next week.
Ooh,
That's
so
good.
excited.
mean-
All
Leveling's
right.
easy.
Sometimes
That's an odd number level. They're harder, typically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick a feat and
Yeah,
a gear
Board
boost.
soldier.
picking feats is tough. All right, say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Take care of yourselves out there, everyone.